Good morning, Macon, Georgia, Middle Georgia, and everyone else around the world through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast for Wednesday. You know what date it says? Guess what date it says? Yes, Wednesday, August 28th, 2013. Hump Day, yeah, the camel's favorite day.
Well, thank you, Rudy Ford, for that Hump Day commercial. Not sure if I got it, but it looks funny.
I got it.
You got it?
I'll play it at a break.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
It's
going to
very
play
funny.
at a break, Rudy.
Yes, it's 8:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time in Macon right now. It's 65 degrees and actually somewhat sunny with a high of 92 degrees and a low of 71.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to be sunny, but it looks dark.
Yeah,
It's a dark sun.
yes.
Only in Macon, Georgia.
Only in Macon.
Could it be dark and sunny at the same time?
Oh, yes.
Wow. A lot of stuff going on. How was your day?
Day was...
Boy, yesterday you really worked your tailor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a little special video that I did for you guys. Hopefully be able to play it today, maybe during the break, I guess.
Oh, great. Did you send it to Ed already?
Yeah, I sent it to both of you, actually.
Jeez.
The-
Actually, Ed, there's a bug like that just around the corner sitting on the ledge right in front of the window where Ashley used to serve
You
us
know,
food.
basically tribute to this special day.
That short
Yeah.
little thing?
Yeah,
It's
that's
only, yeah, a little smidget. Yeah,
Yeah, it's only 40 seconds, but you
Yeah.
know, I mean.
Oh, look who
do what
came
you
home.
can.
Look who's here. Oh, good morning, Hydroponic. What's up, buddy? Good morning, Zappa.
Mm-hmm.
Zappa.
Where
Zappa,
this have been
dude.
so wet, no hurricanes. Yeah, that is kind of strange. It's been wet as a soggy sponge, and no hurricanes. At least around here. I'm not complaining at all.
You still got hurricanes until November.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hurricane season is through November.
Yes.
So one day before.
Cross our fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. One day before November 1st, we'll get the biggest hurricane in the history of humanity.
Detroit will be wiped out.
I don't know. Do hurricanes actually reach that far north?
Well, that's
I can
true.
dream, can't I?
Yes. Everyone has
Thank
a
you,
dream. Yes.
Everyone has a
Dream.
dream. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in. I just wanted to say thank you, Zappa,
Yeah.
for calling us gentlemen.
Thank you. It's not every day.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
not
that, so
every day.
just
they call me a lot of other
He
shit, but
doesn't know
not
us.
gentlemen.
He doesn't know us that well.
I guess he doesn't. But
He just said that to be nice.
Okay.
well, our wonderful Mayor Rickett continues his plan to change the landscape of Macon. We're going to talk a little bit about the new Rosa Parks design.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the continuing saga of that girl who was thrown out of the MTA for a guy bringing a gun in and she ratted him out. And now the NAACP and the state are getting involved. And of course, we have more news on Miley Cyrus, who continues to put out horrible, wretched videos, demoniac videos that little girls can look at and imitate. So there you go. That's just a taste of what's about to give.
Oh,
You have something in the news there, Derek?
Yeah, I have some
What do you have?
some local news. Couple local news. Well, probably not. I guess it is somewhat local. About the Pamela Moss trial. It says the second day
Who's
of
that?
Pamela
Give
Moss.
us a preface on this.
Well,
Who's Pamela Moss?
Pamela Moss, she was, I think she's suspect in this particular trial about killing a person by the name of Doug Coker back in March 2012.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The second day of the Pamela Moss's murder trial returned to gory details how investigators found a Henry County businessman's body under her porch. Investigators also described a bloody hammer found in her home and 228 separate blood stains in her living room. Moss's attorney has argued that she should be found not guilty by reason of insanity. The Jones County woman is accused of killing Doug Coker in March 2012 last year. Prosecutors say that Moss struck Coker in the head multiple times with a hammer.
Wow.
Her trial got underway yesterday in Monday in Jones County Superior Court. Yesterday, Bibb County investigator Jamie Jones and Jones County investigator Kenneth Gleaton described the crime scene and how the body was found. Jones said he went to Moss's house in March 2012 to look for Coker, the missing businessman. He said that he smelled a strong stench, a strong odor of gas, and lit matches under the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink. The smell, the strong odor of continued until he found that the odor was coming from a decomposing body around the back porch. Under the porch, which he quoted, said there was a black tarp with roofing shingles on it with lime spread on it. The shape of it looked like a body, and he found the man's body under that tarp. He said that the man's head appeared to be decomposing faster than the body, indicating a severe head injury. And Gleason said investigators found a large blood stain in the living room area. Paint was poured over it to cover it up. And he's called it a very bloody crime scene. And the blood matched Coker's DNA, which also the jury showed a jar with a piece of Coker's skull. And also displayed bloodstained candles, tub, matches, and a 16.
You know, this story seems to be talking a lot about blood and smell and what the hell? What do they want to do? Bring it on home, like all the blood and all that, and
if you
hammer and
if
watching a horror movie.
Well, I mean, it's part of the evidence. I mean, you're gonna show all your cards. You gotta show all your cards.
God, what a good day! Good way to start your day.
Yes, I'm apologizing for those who just eating breakfast right now.
That ketchup you have in it is not the blood. By the way, hammer. Isn't it funny, during the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, one of the songs was, I got a hammer, I'm going to hammer in the morning, I'm going to hammer in the evening. Maybe that person took that idea from that. Never know. I got a hammer. You know, listen, I wouldn't put it past the way humans think, especially in this age. I mean, you mention a gun, next thing you know, the kids are out getting gun. That's what's happening now, no?
Yeah, even Forbes into the act. Stop! Hammer time!
Yeah, it's hammer time.
Exactly.
And actually, what's so funny is that in one of the stories that I have for Celebrity Gossip with Miley Cyrus, they're saying that her new video is trying to make it like the video of Hammer Time. Isn't that funny?
You mean like MC Hammer?
Like MC Hammer, yeah. Like she's trying to imitate him somewhat through the new video. Annoying as hell.
That's gonna be
Hammer Time, Hammer Time.
Boy, you thought that body
Can't touch this.
I bet you that investigator thought that body was stinking, boy. I can imagine what that video is gonna be.
I don't know, but you know that
stink of
poor
all
girl,
MTV.
Yeah, she needs to be put in a rubber room with the other one, Amanda Bynes. I don't know what's going on with this world, but she's definitely a great example of what not to do for your career. Get all stinking naked and stick your tongue out, twerk all day.
Twerking, yes. I mean,
maybe it is the new. Maybe that's how you're gonna get ahead, Derek.
Oh, I hope not.
Why don't you twerk?
Oh no, I'm just
twerk in front of the
I'm
girl.
too busy working to do some twerking.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Morning burpee. Anyway, so give us some. I got some good news. How's that?
Okay. I do have some. There's a weather alert that says that Montgomery, I guess Montgomery County in Georgia, I guess that's near Vidalia. There's a flood warning on Montgomery County.
That's real good news.
Will Spires and it's on there. They're under flood watch until Friday morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
August 30th.
Yeah. Keep your doors closed. Get a lot of sandbags. Put them around your doors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got some good news. We got a new Rosa Parks design. You know, the park that we were protesting. Sammy Davis, across from City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get a new design, and it looks pretty good. We'll see what happens. I'm sorry.
I got the video.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Well,
Ed's got the video. Take a look at this video and tell us what you think. Whether it's going to bring in tourism, I don't know. We'll see.
Probably could, yeah. Roll.
This is the only dedication to Rosa
All right,
Parks.
we're bringing this
Rosa
up
Parks
while that is
Square,
queuing.
but
There
the
you
city
go.
of Macon hopes to change that.
A new sign to identify it as Rosa Parks Square at the corner of 1st and Poplar Street, and to put benches in and a new vertical granite wall for Rosa Parks with her plaque on one side and a little bit about her on the other.
Some city council members hope that will help others learn and appreciate Parks' influence on the civil rights movement.
I think it's wonderful that Macon is commemorating her. I think the design, the park, it's just wonderful. Families can go, school kids can go and find out about and pay tribute to this wonderful woman.
But the redesigned park will also have spaces, divided by trees and hedges, for people to pay tribute to others who have made their marks on the community.
So rather than having them scattered across the lawn, you have them in little individual rooms, perhaps with a bench where you can go and sit and reflect on the person that's being honored.
For now, the city is focusing on the Rosa Parks Memorial, which is estimated to cost just under $14,000. Mayor Robert Rickard hopes to eventually have the money to add a bronze statue of Parks and the other memorial spaces. Caitlin Heck, 13 WMAZ, Eyewitness News.
How about that?
That's very good.
Yeah, he probably even forgot what the name of the park was. Just sit.
Yeah.
Think about the person it's made for. Well, it is for Rosa Parks. Who is she?
If you used to go in the back of the bus, that person, yeah.
Yeah, who's Rosa? He doesn't even know who she is.
Well,
That's a
I
shame.
don't know.
And you're a mayor.
Our wonderful Mayor Rickard, and that was, of course, Elaine Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
In case you didn't know, infamous Elaine Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking on behalf of Rosa Parks. Now, just imagine Elaine in that time. She would have beat the hell out of that bus driver.
Possibly.
I mean, you know, or her husband would have grabbed him by the neck.
Yeah.
No.
They're like tag team wrestlers.
Yeah. Anyway, it's super boring for an attraction. It's not there yet, Vorpal. Give it some time. But here's the irony behind this.
Mm-hmm.
They just finished expanding that park.
Yeah.
I mean, not even 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That park was about half the size. The other half was parking for the building that's next door, which was built by J. Elliott Dunwoody back in the 30s when he went to India. Mm-hmm. Came back and built what looks like it's got a lot of mosque Indian influence.
You mean an ashram or something?
Yeah, or an ashram or ishran or who the hell knows. But anyways, they just took that park and spent like $230,000 on expanding it.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna pump in more money to redesign it. I mean, this reminds me a little bit like they did in New York, mm-hmm. where they put up this big tower, mm-hmm. brand new, and they used to have the first Disney store that Disney put out back in the day when they used to sell all the Disney shit, and then they had the Warner Brothers store across the street. They put up this big tower. And then within like 4 years, they tore that whole brand new tower down and built a new one. I mean, you talk about a waste of money. People are starving and blah, blah, blah. We could talk about this all day. But you talk about a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here the park was just redone, and already they're going to redo the redo.
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I guess, I mean,
even you're speechless.
I mean, unless it's more upgraded, like, you know, add more bells and whistles on the thing. I mean,
well, I mean, if you take a look, I think they may have shown it on the video, but the plans are they're gonna put a little more hedging and more, kind of like they did downtown on Cherry Street.
Okay.
You know, in the park where they put the flowers that everybody steps on and steals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right, yeah.
Put all those flowers. People walk by at night, rip them out, take them home. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
More flowers for people to rip out of the ground.
And just for people to get people to come together.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming together, I mean,
get
you
on
know
the
about
bus.
the Georgia State Fair. They had to move the state fair early in the year, like April or May, so it wouldn't compete with Georgia National Fair. But lo and behold, it's about that time for the Georgia National Fair, and
is that going to be here in Central City?
No, that's the Georgia State Fair. That's the one in Central City Park they usually have. I'm talking about the Georgia National Fair. That's in Perry. They always have that in Perry.
All right, they had all these fairs going on.
Yeah, and matter of fact, like I said, the ticket sales and concerts for the Georgia National Fair were announced today with country stars Hunter Hayes and Thompson Square, which are slated to appear in the upcoming event, which will be in October. The tickets go on sale for the Georgia National Fair in Perry will go on sale Saturday, August 31st, only online at purchasetickets.com only.
How much are the tickets?
The tickets, I think, tickets are like $30 and they go on sale starting at $9.
So you pay $30 to walk around and smell food and
Peanuts.
what do you get for $30?
Well,
Get to hang around with the elite. I mean, come on.
I guess it includes the rides too. At least some of the rides.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
And plus, not just that, but not just that, but you get the tickets to see the entertainment, the music entertainment perform, because the Hunter Hayes, because that includes the price of seeing the people in concert, because they have concert stars singing.
So are they going to have Elton John or something? I mean, they better have a big name. That's a Big John and the Whackers or some crazy band that you never heard of.
It says Hunter Hayes and Love and Theft will appear at the Georgia National Fairgrounds in Perry Saturday, October 5th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $30 and go on sale starting at 9 a.m. And then you have Thompson Square and Justin Moore will be on concert Saturday, August the 12th, 7:30 p.m. They're also $30 go on sale at 9:30. So I guess, it depends on some of the people who play there. I mean, they had some names.
Randall said Sha-Na-Na, and then Boba said they're going to have Miley Cyrus.
Oh, she may appear there if her career goes down the tall.
All on people's faces.
Yeah. Usher played one time at the Georgia National Fair back in like the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I think Monica as well.
Engelbert Humperdinck. What a show. It's going to be great. Yeah, well, whatever. $30, it better be good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already going to sell the food that's very expensive, no?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you buy all that food that they fry up and grill up. And, after a couple of bites...
What, you're full or you get the itis?
Yeah, well, who the hell knows? Are we stopped? I think we stopped.
I see.
Yeah.
We're back. Okay, we're back.
All right,
If
well...
you guys would move around a little bit, then we know you're there.
Okay.
If you guys are normally...
We're moving.
I can't tell you to move. Like that.
Wow.
That is a doornail.
Yeah, very.
I can put up... I can
Where are we
take a
supposed to
snapshot.
move? We're sitting down in front of a camera.
Well, bob your head a little bit, Herb. How the hell am I supposed to know you're alive?
They will have a flea market. I'm sure they will. Captain and Tennille, that's another one. I haven't heard from them in a while. I think the captain got old and Tennille got even older. God, there it is. That's what we're going to see. Miley Cyrus and a giraffe. That's great.
That's something. Well,
it's pretty... I can't believe that's what she was showing.
Miley and chicken. Oh my goodness, like Ross.
Yeah, what is with the tongue? Everybody's asking that question, Randall.
I don't know. Is she trying to imitate like Bill the Cat from that comic strip Bloom County or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
Man, is there anything up there that might be poked in?
There you go. There's a good day's work right there. Well, they should have a Jazz Friday. Actually, they do. They have jazz in
Sunday.
in by the river
Mm-hmm.
or by the creek.
Yeah.
That place doesn't seem to be a river, but they do have jazz.
It's overflowing. What are you talking about? All this rain? Well,
Yeah.
ain't no creek, buddy.
Well, I don't know.
There's
Yeah,
no
well,
other
the grounds have more water than that lake,
Yeah.
Lake Okomoki. But
No, it's
anyway,
Lake Tobosoffke. Okomoki is a river.
yeah. Whatever. Anyway, yeah.
It's water either way.
It's water. Anyway, the Okomoki River. I stand corrected, Einstein. And they do have a jazz fest that goes on there that Bob Fickling puts on, and so there's a lot of going. There's a lot of jazz that goes on around here. Good morning, Father Judgment.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of entertainment, there was a story about the butler, Tom Joyner from the Tom Joyner radio, show was interviewing President Obama yesterday. Yesterday, and they happened to be talking about the butler.
Yeah.
Lee Daniels, the butler, by the way. And it says that President Barack Obama got teary-eyed when he was watching Lee Daniels, the butler, which is a movie about a black White House servant who worked for several presidents.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm sorry, Father Judgment. I had a feeling that was Rocco.
It's hard being a
It's
genius.
hard being a genius, huh, Derek?
Nah.
You don't get that many days.
Can't get away from us, buddy.
I
It's like your fingerprint, okay? Like a fucking
I love
DNA.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Your
it's
DNA
all right,
is
Rocco.
over that,
Welcome.
Father Judgment.
Welcome back, Rocco. Anyway, you were saying
the
about
butler.
the president tearing up once again.
Yeah, because watching the movie The Butler, starring Forrest Whitaker and Oprah Winfrey, about a black White House servant, a black servant who worked at the White House, worked for several presidents, and Obama said that he reflected on the effects of discrimination on a generation of people. He said that generation displayed dignity and tenacity and quote, put up with a whole lot of mess because they hoped for something better for the kids. Obama discussed the movie with radio host Tom Joyner and co-host Sybil Wilkes of the Tom Joyner Morning Show.
Yeah.
And he said that Obama said White House butlers have been kind and warm to his family. He suspects that part of it is they look at his daughters, Malia and Sasha, and they say, quoting, well, that looks like my grandbaby, or this looks like my daughter. Yeah,
That's
them
great.
up. Malia, Sasha, go to bed. Yes.
Let me just say this. I mean, when they want to really like push something down your throat, they want you to like believe that this they keep coming out with this movie every other day. I mean, okay, it's a good movie, damn it. Leave it alone. I mean, do you have to sell it to me every freaking 3 minutes? Do I really need to know about a butler every freaking day? I wish I had one.
For this
I mean, come on, give me a break already.
Man.
You're trying to shove this thing down your throat. Like, oh, The Butler's a great movie. Oh, The Butler. Every other freaking cartoon or you mentioned The Butler.
cartoon.
Miley Cyrus and Twerky mentioned The Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
no,
on,
I
give me a break.
just can't picture Miley Cyrus and Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, I could.
Nah, Miley and Justin. I swear to God, they're fucking twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, separated
Yeah, they
at
are.
birth.
They are twins.
Definitely.
I think they, he dresses up like her. They're just as annoying as each other, no?
Yeah. Isn't Ed your butler?
Isn't that your butler? Thank you, Diaz.
Fucking butler.
Well,
Ain't got nothing to do with no butt.
yeah, well, by the way, Diaz, hell no. No, he's not. Father Gentleman wanted to be their first dollars and their future success. Whatever. Ed the butler. Anyway, so
Volunteer.
yeah, we got some other news. We also have Larry Seissinger was just on, and of course, if anybody that knows Macon politics, they know that he is Macon's rabbi.
Yes.
He's the Rabbi Larry Schlesinger.
Yes.
And he leads a big temple downtown on Magnolia Street, off of Magnolia.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, right near where Diaz resides.
Yeah, near the medical center.
Yeah, near the medical
cross
center.
street from
well,
the
kind of.
Macon
Little
Wellness Center.
way over this
Macon
way.
Health Club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he came out on television and he talks about and by the way, he's running for District 2, which is the district that I was running in.
Mm-hmm.
Before I dropped out, he would have been one of my opponents. And then there's Paul Bronson, and then there's Henry Ficklin.
Yes.
So you got three stooges right now running. Okay? And so Paul Bronson now is dealing with the fact that he is one of those soldiers that they call reserve. He's a he's a reserve soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And so the big deal is that the voters are concerned that he's not going to be able to give 100% to the job because he can get called at any time and then he has to go. I mean, he's still, a reserve. I mean, he's there, and so he's trying to talk that down and say, no, I'm going to give my best, and then blah, 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 blah. Well, I hate to say it, he ain't doing much now when he's around.
But to be honest, though, isn't that
really?
kind of like a cop-out excuse? Because there are many people that are on the reserves. I mean, not just political people, but you have people who are like working construction. You have people in law firms.
Running for office?
But even people, yeah.
That's a point. They're saying, you're on reserve, you're running for office. What if they call you? Who's going to take over for you? You're going to be one less vote. If we want to move Macon forward, you're not going to be here. You're going to be somewhere in frickin' Iraq or Iran or somewhere.
But at the same time, if he's holding a position, I don't know if they'll give him that time. They may give him a leeway.
More favors. Like we need more favors in frickin' Macon, Georgia. Everybody's giving everybody favors.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just saying, since he's at National Guard, that shouldn't be a reason to not let him serve.
Well,
I mean, either way, he's serving. Whether he's serving in a political position or in a uniform, he's still serving. So I don't know why people questioning.
No, he's still serving as a reserve, and I appreciate that he's still serving as a reserve.
Mm-hmm.
But should a guy who's in the reserve be running for the office of commissioner in Macon, Georgia, when we need every commissioner to show up and vote and be there to do a job, and he may not be available because he's on reserve? They're going to call him, and next thing you know, he's not around.
What's
Well,
the
they're not-
difference? Half them don't show up now, and then council people.
Exactly, my
opinion.
opinion. And
Yeah,
plus,
Half them people don't show up.
Plus, to be honest, I have a cousin. He's in the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve, and if those whatever your branch is in, I mean, usually 9 times it's not like you're going to be there every day. And the reserve, you're going to do 2 weekends a month. 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays. So it's not like they have unless there's a special session on the weekend, which I seriously doubt because they're barely there during the week. He's going to be there.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
How's he going to serve Macon people if he's over in Afghanistan murdering civilians at wedding parties?
Who is that? Purple guy?
That DS photo guy.
DS photo guy, you
exactly.
Stop chilling with Vorpal Bite, man. I'm telling you.
No, he's got a point. All right, that's what happened. Wow.
What's that?
It's going OTing on sound bites today.
Yeah.
Yeah, why the hell not? Might as well. Shit. Somebody's got to make some sound around here. By the way, I'm telling you, I'm just concerned about that. And I'm not the only one, by the way. He had to come out on the press and explain himself to say, look, that isn't a problem. I'll be around and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to be around if you're in Afghanistan or whatever. And the way it's going right now, it looks like we're going to be bombing Syria very soon. So the chances are that he may wind up in Syria. Let's be honest, folks. So we're going to vote the guy in, and immediately he's going to be called to Syria, and then it's like voting for air. He's not going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And as it is already, Paul Bronson, he's made a name for himself for taking pictures with other big civil rights leaders. I mean, that's all I ever see. Him shaking hands with Obama, shaking hands. Well, what the hell has he done with that influence? Why is he calling him here? Why isn't he doing something with him? I mean, maybe it's too early to tell, but it seems to me that all he wants to do is take pictures with everybody. I mean, once again, that is particular, typical politician. Take a picture, photo op, and screw the rest of the year and screw everything else. I just want you to see me and taking a picture with, he took a picture, he went to Washington, the March on Washington, to take pictures with every freaking body that he can get his hands on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. What did you do during the Sammy Davis Jr. Debacle? What have you said about equal rights here in Macon, Georgia? How the blacks are being treated in the LEC? What have you done to talk about the real issues that are facing the black people here in Macon, Georgia? What? He hasn't done nothing. He's brown-nosing the mayor. He brown-noses just about everybody. I mean, at least, and they're getting on Schlesinger because Schlesinger is against smoking. But yeah, at least he stands up for something. I mean, and not only that, but to be honest, I'm always honest, but to be upfront, Schlesinger always seems to show up to all the events that are crucial for civil rights here in the city. And somehow Bronson's always never around. I mean, his best friends are, he's got an uncle who's a police officer with the Macon Police Department. Yeah. He's got all these people. He's, with the mayor, and they're all good buddies. And so Schlesinger. But at least Schlesinger has the balls to get up and do something, despite just shaking hands with the mayor.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
anyway,
to be honest,
I'm not going to go into it. People that don't know what I'm talking about should keep up with us. We're talking about issues with the LEC. We're talking about issues with police, what do you call it, the abuse of power issues. Or we're talking a lot of different issues that are facing, and even those that are running for mayor. It's all about, law and order. Well, we're going to, they spend more money on jails than they do on schools. They spend more money on people going to jail than they do on rehab programs. Yeah, they spend more money on all that other shit than education.
They're trying to get their money back, the investment in it.
I mean, you think about it. How much money did they spend on jail? This is typical with America.
Cheap labor.
Exactly. What did they do? They had all of the people in jail go around mowing lawns and cleaning up streets all weekend. I mean, this is how they harness. It's a new form of slavery, folks. Let's face it. It's just like when it was.
It's the words, but I agree. Because I mean, how do you think the economy was able to stay afloat while we still in debt?
Right, and somehow all the beef about the streets are dirty and all that. Now they clean that shit up.
And you wonder why we have
a bunch of slaves that we got in that jail.
And you wonder why we have 2 million people in prison, more than any other industrialized country on the planet.
Yeah, I don't know. And yes, the Deep South is slow to change, and boy, are we deep in the South.
Like molasses in January.
Yeah, this is like staring at Miley's butthole all day.
Watching paint dry.
I'm serious. They, when it comes to, repackaging slavery, this is what it sounds and looks and feels like to me. They've got it used to happen in the old days where the slave had to work off some kind of debt that they had.
Yeah, well, actually, it was not slavery, but it was sharecroppers.
Or whatever they call it.
Sharecroppers.
Yeah,
This is after slavery was, but they had some time. That's how the South was able to keep up with the North, because it wasn't as industrialized as the North, even during Reconstruction. So basically, they had to use sharecropping.
Right.
And
Right.
not to mention the chain gangs, because they had a lot of chain gangs in the South as well.
Well, here's the thing, Manny. I agree that most people do use inmates for public service. The only problem is that here it's like a business. Like, let's put that guy in jail for smoking that joint and give him 3 months. And within those 3 months, we're going to have somebody to do labor for 2 months. We're going to have him sit and rot in that frickin' jail waiting on some piece of shit lawyer that's sitting on his case. Which, by the way, not only do we have problems with the politics here and the police department here, but the judicial system here just sucks just as much. And so now we got it in triple bang. Let's put it that way. The judges are terrible at judging. Half of them are drunk on the weekends. And so they wake up with a hangover, and next thing you know, on Monday morning, they're pissed off. They got a hangover and a freaking headache, and they got to look at an ugly son of a bitch that they give them extra time because they're so mad that they got a headache.
Like Three-Ring Circus.
It's absolutely horrible what's going on here. And here's the thing, this is very much human nature. People will say, oh, you're talking out of your face, or you're exaggerating. Are you kidding me? The fact that I can think about it is, in fact, could be a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And, this isn't my imagination. This shit happens all the time. You got judges that go out to strip clubs. They get drunk. And then they go and they go to church and fake it. And sitting there all pissed off that they got to hear about Jesus. And then the next day they go to and judge people, and they're pissed off, so they throw them in jail. I don't want to hear your shit. Go to jail. This is what happens all the time, folks. I'm sorry.
Speaking of judges getting drunk, there was a video. Hopefully Ed will be able to play it, but there was a video.
There you go. That's a meatball. You got it.
There was a video of a TV judge, actually, Judge Joe Brown, drunk as a skunk.
Did you see that? Now here's the judge that's on national television and talking about down to the guy saying, oh, this is why black men are this and that and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, if you see that video, I think I sent it to Ed. It's kind of like 15 minutes long. This guy is cursing, drunk, with girls all around him. You talk about a freaking hypocrite. Judge Joe Brown, drunk as a freaking skunk. It goes to show you, if Judge Joe Brown can do it, you don't think some scumbag in this bullshit house over here not gonna do it? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? When you got a judge like Judge Joe Brown, a national somebody who's, nationally well known.
Now that's scary right there, boy. That's extremely scary.
Nationally well known to, going off on young black men in his courtroom, throwing them in jail and saying, this is why you're not a man and this and that. And then he shows up on a video skunk drunk, cursing all hell.
Judge Joe Brown, that seems like a crackhead move to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's illegal for a judge. I don't know if it's illegal for a judge. I'm talking about Saibuki. Welcome. I'm talking about the fact that Judge Joe Brown, who goes on national television berating and beating the hell out of young black guys that enter his courtroom, then shows up drunk on a video for 20 minutes, is what? A freaking hypocrite. It's typical shit. We have Judge Sims here. Sending guys to jail for DUI. Meanwhile, he gets caught twice. And he gets a slap on the wrist. And that son of a bitch is still judging people. I'm telling you, this is the way it is. It's the same thing with the jailhouse. What do? They throw these young guys in jail, and then they use them to clean up streets and all that shit, so that they don't have to spend money.
Cut the lawns on the highway.
Ellis lost his license. He had to have a chauffeur drive him around. Damn it.
Yeah.
His driver's license.
He was our fucking mayor. He had a chauffeur drive his ass around.
Yeah.
He lost his license.
I hope he went to the DMV and got his license back.
Well, By the way, Manny says, we had a mayor in my town last year found dead in a garage with a single shot to his chest and his car running. Cops say it's suicide. What the hell? Who kills themselves shooting their self in upper chest? You see, Manny, what I'm talking about?
Well, Junior Seau did, but that was for another reason, because he knew he shot himself in the chest instead of himself in the head, because he wanted people to check out his remains and stuff, check out his brain, have it all intact to see whether or not if he had multiple brain damage from getting hit all those years in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, but shooting himself in the chest and the car running so they can get that carbon monoxide poison.
Right.
That's definitely fishier than a seafood platter right there.
Let me tell you something here, Peaceful Lopez. This is incredible that he's mentioning this. Because you're right, Bob Barker is involved in all this shit. Do you know how much money he makes on his soap, his shampoo, his lotion, and all that? Actually, I have one in the bathroom. I'll bring it out
Bob Barker?
on the next. Yeah, Bob Barker.
From The Price is Right?
From The Price is Right is selling all of the toiletries, the soap and all that shit to the jails nationwide. Barker's Beauties, yeah. Bob Barker, I got it
Ain't no
right in the
beauties in jail, I'll
bathroom.
tell you that.
And it says he uses no animals for this product, so it's all like made of other chemicals. No animal. But that is another thing that people don't really know about. You're surprised about it. Other people, even Diaz Photo Guy. But I'm glad that Hairpiece for Lopez brought it up, because that is a big freaking deal. He's been outed. He's much younger and only an actor. And only an actor.
Dang, that price is
Yes,
wrong,
that
Bob.
Bob Barker, yeah.
Damn, I mean that Bob Barker.
Yeah, that Bob Barker. Bob Barker, The Price is Right, Bob Barker. He's got a product that he puts out. Yeah, he puts it out. I'm serious. Hit that again. Yeah, exactly. He puts out hair lotion, body lotion, soap. What else? What else, guys?
I know
he puts out a lot of shit.
but Diaz Photo, you got to give him credit. He does talk about control the pet population, have your dogs and cats spayed or neutered.
Anal lube, yeah, that's what he puts out. Actually, that's what that lotion, that body lotion. And let me tell you, by the way, the stuff is pretty good.
Anal lube.
The stuff really cleans you up. I mean, obviously, they wanted, you don't want people stinking up in jail. And some of these scumbags that are in jail, they're so anal about taking showers for 3 and 4 hours at a clip. They're more concerned about taking showers in jail than they do when they live at home.
Well, yeah.
Somehow there may be something going on.
Yeah, for the shower rapes.
Yeah, for the shower rapes and all that, of course. But Bob Barker does, he supplies all the prisons. I like that sound of it. Do it again.
The price is wrong.
Exactly. For those shower rapes. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you get raped in the shower. You hear that noise. Yeah. Anyway,
Raheem, you over big.
So that's what's
5
happening.
more years.
Anyway, going back, the point of all of this was going back to Larry Schlesinger. Okay. Now he says, Councilman Larry Schlesinger says, when Macon and Bibb County merge, he wants to represent the residents of District 2, which is our district right here. And when asked what his top concerns are for the residents of District 2, Larry Schlesinger said safe neighborhoods and jobs are a big priority. Exactly. And that's pretty glaring. He doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. But at least he's bringing it up. He's not talking about, shaking hands with President Obama in Washington. He doesn't have to show off that the fact that he's an up and coming black leader in our neighborhood. He doesn't have to do that. He's an old Jewish rabbi. There's nothing that, no big deal. And that's what I feel that Paul Bronson is doing. He's walking around shaking hands with every freaking civil rights leader. But meanwhile, Al Sharpton, what the hell does he do around here? He don't do shit.
He did. He was at the church, but he didn't do anything at the
He
rally.
didn't do anything about it.
Maybe because there was no money involved. It wasn't like,
Of course.
yeah, or wasn't.
You know how much boatload of shit
controversial
money he
enough.
got paid from Beulah Land Church? You take a look at that church building, and it looks like a multi-million-dollar complex.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than Barclays Stadium in Brooklyn.
Really?
Jeez. Yeah, it's huge. 4,000 people. You can fit 4,000 people in that building. And meanwhile, the house right next door looks like a bombed-out shelter in Lebanon. That whole freaking block down the block is all screwed up. And yet you got this gorgeous Tower of Babel over there, sitting there with 4,000 people running in it every Sunday, passing right by my corner. Don't see that the streets are all littered over here. I gotta go out every day. I'm out on the street over here trying to clean up the shit that people leave behind. They leave behind their McDonald's and their Wendy's and all that shit right on the corner. Right in Ashley's, where he went out of business.
Yeah, talking about cleaning up stuff.
Yeah,
Speaking of cleaning, do you have any?
Yeah, well, I'm not finished.
Oh.
Yeah, before we go into another horror show, let's talk a little bit about good news. And anyway, he said that while bringing big businesses to Macon Bibb County is a great thing, leaders also have to make it more easy for entrepreneurs to grow a business from scratch as well. We need a one-stop shop where everyone who is looking to set up business can do so quickly as possible, says Sussinger. He also says it's important that local government supports the Macon Bibb County school system. Sussinger believes having an educated workforce will bring more jobs to the area and vice versa. It's something that we brought up, right?
Right.
Remember the question that you gave me to give to Miriam?
Yeah, about the education. Yeah.
People, when they move, unlike us who are single, most people that move, their family, they move their children. They want to go in an area that has good schools. And Macon's got good politics. Even in the schools, there's frickin' politics. It's ridiculous. Anyway, like you said, we need more education. Sussinger believes in order to stay competitive, a new commission needs to find ways to incentivize so that big businesses will be attracted to the area. Sussinger is currently serving his second term as Macon City Council. He is president pro term and chair of the Ordinances and Resolutions Committee. He also serves in 3 other committees. So this guy is not going anywhere to Afghanistan while he's a Bibb County commissioner. And that's what I'm saying. Most of these guys want to make it a part-time job. I want to pay a part-time salary, but I still want a full-time worker.
Yeah.
Sorry. If I pay $5 for something, I want to get $10 worth. I want to double my investment.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Vorbabai says, Irv, you should start a business and fill the niche. You provide the one-stop shop for people wanting to set up small business, run around and fill the paperwork for them, then charge a fee. That's great, Vorbabai. You know what? I used to do that in Lilburn. I called it Erendipity. I have a picture somewhere of my logo. But that's exactly what I used to do. I used to help other businesses finish their business. Guys that were in real estate. I was the guy that put up the sign, took the pictures, put it on the net, and took the signs down and showed the housing, so that when the real estate guy would go in, all he had to do was close a deal.
Yeah.
And who knows? I missed that picture. What was that?
It was you.
New business.
Yeah, your new business, rickshaw business.
Oh, really? That looks like my old roommate. Okay, why don't you give us that story?
Talking about cleaning something
Oh,
out.
that's my new business.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
A man charged with stealing jewelry as his girlfriend cleaned up. It says a Warner Robins man has been arrested in the Bibb County by the Bibb County Sheriff's Office for stealing more than 15 pounds of jewelry from North Bibb County homes while his girlfriend was cleaning the houses. Blaine Ashley Helwig was arrested earlier this week. Chief Deputy Billy Rape, what a name. Billy Rape from the Houston County Sheriff's Office confirms Helwig is a former Houston County deputy who worked as a detention officer from May 22nd, 2006 till he was fired from April 26, 2007.
What was he fired for?
They didn't say.
Stealing soap?
Who knows? Sheriff's investigators said Helwig went with his girlfriend Corey Bradbury as she performed work for a house cleaning service and called interior cleaning. Investigators said as Bradbury worked cleaning the houses, Helwig went through the homes and stole jewelry and other items. Investigators said Helwig acted alone and his girlfriend wasn't involved in these thefts. Investigators recovered more than 15 pounds of jewelry, old coins, and silverware. It's an ongoing investigation and additional charges are expected. He was charged 16 counts of fiduciary theft and released on $8,450 bond. And the Bibb Sheriff's Department asked that the clients of interior cleaning who have discovered items missing from their homes should contact investigator Jack Cleveland at 478-621-5650.
There you go. Cleaning up house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
More ways than one. That was an issue when I worked in housekeeping. And I came to Macon, Georgia. Well, actually, I came to Georgia when I was up in the north. I had my little business called Errandipity, which meant, I ran errands for people. But I also was a manager of something called the Maids. MAIDS, which is, we used to go and clean like 10 houses a day with like 5 maids in a car. Mm-hmm. And each maid had a specific job that she had to make sure she did. Like the maid that did the living room, dusting the living room and vacuuming the living room, also did the little area that was the so-called second dining room, like that little extra niche off the kitchen. But then the kitchen girl had to do the kitchen and the bathroom. So, and then the women upstairs, when they cleaned up the bedrooms, each one had to do 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
And there was another one that did the bathroom and let's say the upstairs area, like and the stairs coming down. And so each maid had a specific job. They also had backpack vacuums. There were no vacuums like that. They wore them. And they ran around doing this.
Okay.
That was the biggest problem we had, that they used to either break shit or steal stuff. And so that's why they had me there, making sure that, nothing went wrong.
Yeah.
And, of course, shit always did go wrong. They always broke something.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about those. You're talking about those bagpipe vacuum cleaners. They were they kind of heavy for them to handle?
No, actually, those backpacks were pretty light. They were lightweight.
Okay.
The only problem was that
Were they mostly? Because I was asking, because since they were mostly women, they don't, they're not. You don't have that upper body strength. That's why I was thinking.
Oh please, yeah. First of all, they're like mules. These women are strong as bat. They're Mexican.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to say.
Okay, they don't have the long nails and pretty divas. Yeah, they're not divas.
Okay.
They're demon cleaning women.
Demon cleaning.
And could you imagine having like five women in a car along with me driving them in the mornings when they're not feeling well and they're all bitchy because they gotta go and clean up somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. And it wasn't one house.
Yes.
It was 5 to 7 houses a day. So we had to get that done within a couple of hours. It was like bang it out.
Yeah.
And it was the charge was $125 an hour just for maintenance. In other words, we got paid, a lot of money. They would take an average of 3 to 4 hours per house. And, this was on a regular basis. So we were racking up a couple of $1,000s per group a day. And we had like 7 groups. And I would pick and choose a group to go with that day, especially if they had problems the day before. Mm-hmm. I would then punish them by going with them.
Wow. That's something.
So,
that is something.
All right, Rocco, I thought you said you weren't here to start any trouble this morning, and already I'm seeing you type a little too much.
Cereals. I just can't believe Bob.
You're a serial typer.
I'm still trying to figure out. I had no idea Bob Barker had that type of business on the side.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I was. I'm gonna try to be very informative. Once we're done here, I'll go on break in about a minute. I'm gonna grab the product that I have and show it to you guys. And just
I gotta
whole
see that for
campaign.
myself.
Yeah.
Because I know Paul Newman, rest in peace.
Yeah, Paul Newman did the
Newman's only with the salad dressing and stuff. Yeah.
Same for salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had. I didn't know that Bob Barker had products like shampoo and stuff, and they're usually for prisons. No telling what's going on.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys, you got another story before we go to break?
Yeah, hopefully.
Actually, we're going to break. It's 9 o'clock.
Well, it's a real quick one. It's basically it says
time's up.
You guys.
Go ahead, Derek.
Well, this is international. It says a respected Indonesian Islamic group has called for the government to cancel next month's Miss World pageant, saying women exposing skin in a competition violates Muslim teachings. Ulema Council Chairman Ahmadad Shabera said earlier this week a top-level meeting of clerics was held earlier this month to respond to protests from some groups over Indonesia's hosting of the event, this beauty pageant Miss World, even after organizers agreed to cut the famed the bikini competition. The council is an influential Islamic body that often issues edicts, including controversial rulings against smoking and yoga. Though not legally binding, however, many devoted Muslims follow such decrees because ignoring them is considered a sin. The Islamic Defenders Front, a hardline group with a history of violence, has vowed to protest the competition. Yes, please, you do that. Please protest.
Well, you know what? These clerics may get it right because look at what's happening in India. It seems like every other person's getting raped.
But this is not in this Indonesia.
I know, but I'm just saying, maybe India ought to have some Indonesian clerics go there. All I'm saying is maybe there is a reason why these clerics see something in having this kind of, really, I mean, Miss America, Miss World, and isn't that kind of like sexist and, whatever. Where's Mr. America?
It's called bodybuilding.
Yeah, but they're not flaunting them in front of the United States. I don't see a Mr. America event happening on primetime television like I do Miss World and Miss America.
Well, it's not even on primetime television now anymore. They have it on these off cable shows now. They have the daytime Emmys on headline news. It's up to you. If you that hard up to see that, you have to look for it yourself,
That does better.
And they're off. And they're off.
Let's call it a horny rap tune.
All right, when we come back, hopefully things will be back to normal.
Yes, it's 9:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. You're watching The Morning Roast live from the Nut House. We'll be right back.
Check out the video.
And we are back. Welcome to the second hour of the Morning Roast with Irv, Ed, and yours truly, DB. It's 9:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time here in Macon, Georgia. It's now 68 degrees with a high of 92 and a low of 71. That's
Well,
an amazing story.
well, it's sad because first of all, she's probably never going to be normal. I mean, there's no way. I mean, yes, she's getting the help and she's getting the treatment, and she's got some good people that took it upon themselves to help to raise money. God bless them. But let's face it, folks, she's not going to be living a normal life as a kid. She'll have to grow up being, looked at by the other kids. And you're talking about living in a country where everything's a frickin' zoo. If you have one toe missing, everybody in that town knows about it. I mean,
Well, of course,
it's going to be, the freak show is going to be. I mean, now they're loving her because she's a baby, but once she gets older, and people are going to be shunning her like they did the Elephant Man.
Evidently, this is.
Let's be
I'm
for real
from
here.
Bob Barker's.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, here it is. This is Bob Barker's products.
Another Bob Barker. It's a different Bob Barker.
No, this is the same Bob Barker.
Read the link they just posted. Maybe I misread.
Oh.
Maybe I'm out.
Let me see. Well, all I know. Where is it?
It's on
Near the bottom. I
Near
just
the
looked.
bottom.
Okay.
Could somebody? Oh, wait, here we go.
Bob Barker graduated from Campbell University in 1965 and began his career as a publisher, editor of his own newspaper, Western Wake Herald in Apex, North Carolina. He became the town's mayor, and in 1972 was elected state senator and served until 1974. He eventually sold his newspaper business and got involved selling restaurant equipment. He initially sold slushy machines, but as the weather turned cold, he realized he needed to expand his line. By the late 70s, he added chicken fryers, ice makers, and many other products to become a full-line restaurant equipment supply company. But in the early 80s, Bob bought a friend's small jail supply business and started supplying restaurant supplies along with personal care, bedding, clothing, and security equipment to jails in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia.
Interesting.
Now, the company soon expanded sales into the Southeast and started a cut-and-sew operation to manufacture uniforms and mattresses. In 1985, the company created and mailed its first full-line catalog throughout the country. Wow, in 1986, the Bob Barker Company moved headquarters to downtown Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina, and soon purchased a building to manufacture metal products. By the end of the 80s, the company had grown to 33 employees. Wow. How about that?
So, is that the same Bob Barker?
Well, I
definitely
guess
not.
it's not. I guess it's not. But here it is anyway. What the hell? Might as well get it out. Here's Bob Barker. I don't know if you guys
You
can
got
see
that
that.
U.S. jail study?
Yeah, there you go. Bob Barker, head shaving, whatever this is.
Hand and body
lotion.
Yeah, hand and body lotion.
Ew.
And then there it is, Bob Barker. And then here's the toothpaste, Bob Barker
Scrotum
toothpaste, which is who the hell knows?
Looks
what
like
it's made
an
of.
Amway bottle.
It looks, yeah.
You saw that stuff
It's
too?
like anal lube. Yeah, anal lube. And look at this, folks. Now imagine shoving this shit down your throat or your mouth and trying to brush your teeth with that little toothbrush. Look at that. Look at the size of that toothbrush. I mean, look at it. Look at it. And look at that.
Well, they say
And you gotta kind of like shove it in your mouth in order to reach
Tastes like semen.
your horrible teeth. Well, there it is. Bob Barker's products. We got it all right here in our shopping mall. Yeah, exactly. It tastes like semen.
Toothpaste and anal
Scrotum
minty.
Anyway, well, I guess we were wrong, but
And it
hey,
could be yours if the price is right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Actually, it smells really good, and it's all made of natural products, which is why I thought, Bob Barker, the name Bob Barker. Then at the same time that they use no animals, I said, "Shit, this must be the guy from."
Because we gotta keep our inmates nice and clean and healthy.
Yeah.
But
A clean colon is a happy colon.
a clean inmate is a happy inmate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's anal lube and toothpaste at the same time because that's how they, never
Yes.
mind.
Herb speaks from.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
A clean convict is a happy convict.
Anal lube and toothpaste. Don't forget the lotion. That's what shines up your body and makes the guys want to touch your chest and all that crap.
Yeah, watch out for the tossed salad man and the booty warrior. Hey,
Yeah.
have you been using this hand and body lotion?
Yeah.
I like you and I want you. Either we can do this the easy way
Yeah,
or the
drop this.
hard way. The choice is yours.
Yeah, they want you to drop the bottle.
The booty warrior. Remember that guy on MSNBC? Oh my goodness, that was and that episode on the Boondocks, that was really funny to actually do that.
Lotion for motion. Yeah, I like that. That's what they
Lotion for
should
the
call it.
motion.
By the way, it really has another name. This one happens to have Bob Barker's name on it, but there is another one that says it's called. Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's not called lockup, but it's almost like that, like guarded shield or some shit. I'll try to remember it. Anyway,
Duct
go there.
tape.
Could you imagine that thing standing right behind you?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna rape you.
Scary.
At least not tonight.
Wonder where he gets his yellow eyes. What happened there? You ever
Cannibalism.
notice that? You ever notice people that have those yellow eyes? What happens there?
Jaundice? I guess. I don't
Is
know.
that what it is?
I don't know. Is that Edie and me?
Yeah. Look at
No,
that.
it's just comic guy says jaundice. He said it too.
Yeah, Edie Amin. Yeah. Anyway,
We have razor blade
Yeah.
ass plug.
so
yeah.
that was a very sad story. That little kid with the big head and
Yeah, that was really sad. Yeah.
very sad. And I hope to God that they'll continue to get
You
they'll
know,
continue
you
to
better
get
more
treatment.
Yeah.
By the way, let me just say this: there is something on TMZ about what's her name? The other Kardashian, the ugly one,
Khloe Kardashian.
the big tall one.
Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah,
Khloe Kardashian Odom.
Chloe. Yeah, Chloe. Her husband.
Yeah.
On
Lamar
drugs.
Odom.
They're going through all this hell now. It was predicted before, but they thought, they were saying that he was cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's cheating on her with drugs. And so and she kept it under wraps for a long time. Everybody was confused about what's going on. You talk about a family that's like mafia. They keep everything under the rug, quiet, like making politics.
Yeah.
The fact that she was able to keep that hidden from the press is amazing, don't you think?
Yeah. Really amazing.
I mean,
has some stuff
but
like
you
that.
saw it tasted out with them not putting pictures out of the baby.
Yeah.
Kimye, whatever,
Yeah.
Northwest.
Kimye, yeah. North.
Kimye's baby.
Yeah.
Kimye.
Too bad they're not a Alfred Hitchcock fan,
No.
because at least they would. If they were a Hitchcock fan, they would at least would have named her North by Northwest.
Well, they got a picture of them on TMZ, and he returns home to Khloe. That's the latest story. Lamar Odom has finally returned home to Khloe Kardashian, but he remains undecided about seeking treatment for drug addiction. Odom returned to his LA pad Monday after going off the grid for several days. Sources tell us both Lamar and Khloe are inside the home and addressing some serious issues, including Lamar's out-of-control crack problem. We're told there's still no talk of divorce, and Khloe is determined to help Lamar get his life back on track. Our source tells us Lamar is open to reason and listening to the people who love him most. A drastic change from a week ago when Elo rejected an attempt of intervention.
Yeah.
We're told no decision has been made on possible treatment, but Lamar is receptive. Lamar seems to be in good spirits Monday night when he was spotted on a gas run near the home and stopped to pose for a photo with a young fan. There you have it.
Yeah,
now, this is the same guy that attacked the photographer and threw all the shit out of his car like a week before, no?
Are you sure that wasn't
Yeah.
Kanye?
No, Kanye beat the hell out of the guy. And they were saying, well, you know, if this guy could do that, Kanye should go be off the hook. These guys don't like the press at all. And what this guy, Odom, whatever his name is.
Yeah. What about Alec Baldwin? He really hates the paparazzi.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know,
I mean,
I'm telling you, the paparazzi are real scumbags. They ought to get their ass beat.
Yeah, I mean, you can't help. That's one. I guess that's one of the drawbacks. That's one of the things I worry about if I ever did become famous. Would I have paparazzi on my behind? And,
you'd love it. You'd want the paparazzi to take pictures of you and some Indian woman. Some woman named Chakta. or Zamula. Some bullshit name they come up with. Yeah, Kris Kardashian puts all her family's life on cameras for money.
I just hope I don't end up flipping out like Alec Baldwin and have to give some.
Edward down.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope I don't.
No, we're up.
Okay, we're back up. I just hope it sounds like some secondhand Viagra.
We're down. We're up.
Like the Dow Jones or something. This is, I mean, I just hope I don't end up like, you know, flip out like Alec Baldwin and have to give somebody like the KFC 2-piece special, you know, that type of stuff.
Yeah. KFC 2-piece special. Jesus, Derek. I swear to God. You know, you remind me of Anthony pulling shit out of nowhere. By the way, we had Anthony here yesterday. For those of you that missed him, it was a good time, man.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was fun. It's like old days.
Yeah.
He's not on this morning. Good morning, coffee guy. I didn't know you were on. Look at that. We were just talking about your brother here.
Rudy
It's
Kiss
good to have him
Kardashian
on
keeps
yesterday.
Bruce Jenner's
Always
to the
good to
locks.
have
Good morning, coffee guy. How you doing?
Always good to see you, buddy.
Always.
And what else?
Speaking of 2-piece specials, there's something new that's supposed to be out here today here in Macon. There's a food truck that gives food truck in Macon is giving out free burgers. Free burgers.
Where?
I might check it out today myself. A burger chain is giving out free patties to local Walmart locations today. According to a release, the West Coast burger chain called Fat Burger is making its way to about 1,000 Walmart locations, including the 3 Walmarts here in Macon.
No shit.
The food truck will park outside of Walmart and give out free burgers with cheese, A1 sauce, and pickles, as well as Coke Zero drinks.
Oh, well, we're going. That's our lunch.
That's what, yeah.
Come on, Derek.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You're down. It's right here. Walmart's not that far from us.
Yeah, okay. Now, there's 3 locations. You got to figure out which one to go to now.
Well, there's only 3 locations in Macon.
Yeah,
no?
but there are three different times. See, there's the Walmart at Zebulon Road. At the time, that's going to be between noon and 2 p.m.
No.
That's kind of far. Now, the Walmart at Harrison Road, that's not too far from here. We'll go there from 3. They're going to be there from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. And then you have the one at Gray Highway, not too far from Channel 13. They're going to be there from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
All right, well, that's out. Unless you want to do a night run on that. I figured the noon to 2 p.m., no? That's Zebulon Road.
Yeah, that's kind of a drive.
Is it?
Yeah,
I mean, you go down Vineville, and then you get on Forsyth, and then you hit Zebulon straight across. No.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought you were going.
Not that far.
Okay, I see. I'll go that road.
What's the Hampton Road one?
Harrison Road. Okay, that's the one where I'm next. That's the one that's across the street from Presidential Parkway.
Is that easier?
Yeah, that's easier.
All right,
it's closer.
Well, we can do that. What the hell?
It's closer. Yeah, that's the one that's across the street from the Best Buy and the Kroger and the Staples place. President's
I
Park.
bet Honey Boo Boo's family is there. That's what ATT said. Free food. No. I bet you Al Tillman would be there. Shit.
Damn, you beat me to it, man. You beat me to it.
Okay. I should have let you say it.
Oh man, but
Yeah. Well.
fat burgers. Can you imagine that? Getting those fat burgers over at Walmart. You know, cook those bad boys.
Yeah. Why not? They may have them ready, no? Or they're giving you like supplies.
Well, yeah, they give them like free samples, like a burger and some Coke Zero and A1 sauce, and it's not bad. You know, I've never heard of it myself.
Shit. You know what we could do? Let's take like different hats on. And then we'll go on and we'll get our first free sample, leave, come back with a different hat on and say, you know, mustache, and get a second one.
Fat burger,
I
please.
did not get one. What do you think? Good way to
I think
game the system.
I think they pretty much catch on to what it is. I mean, especially they get your voice to be, hey, you got a fat burger?
Yeah, one's never enough. I mean, if you ever go and have a burger, is one really enough? Unless you get those big ass Angus burgers, or as I call them, anus burgers.
But what's the burger made of? Question.
Oh, that's
Burger. You got burgers. Everybody can have a poop burger, a soy burger,
Soy burger, yeah.
turd burger.
Actually,
Soy-
I'll have
yeah.
Derek. By the way, we should film it. Why not?
Go ahead and get the
That'll be
burgers and
fun.
cast them.
Yeah, we could do that. Right? You got your camera with you?
Yeah, I got my camera.
Okay, there you go. We'll film it and then we'll have it tomorrow on the show. Why the hell? Yeah, Sonic does have pretty good burgers and they're cheap. Wendy's is pretty good.
Yeah.
McDonald's, I don't know. I just I like their Big Macs. That's about it.
Yeah, actually, the word hamburger and the cow is basically because the hamburger was really started in Hamburg, Germany, and then they brought it to America.
Right.
That's hence the name Hamburg. You know,
Yeah. Well.
that's what I've heard the
Fun
story.
food facts. Aspartate is made of poop and genetically modified.
Aspartame.
Well, whatever that is.
You know, it's the
What's
sweet
aspartame?
Sweet and low shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fake sugar.
Equal. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just call it that? Jesus, who the hell knows the chemical name of that shit? Except for Derek and Ed. Anyway. Oh, we got a black version of Bond, huh?
No.
Wow.
It's actually it is. You
morning,
come close
Cash.
though. Remember Chadwick Boseman? He's the guy who played Jackie Robinson in the movie 42. Well, guess what? I got a wing dang doodle for you in a good way, entertainment wise. After bringing Jackie Robinson to the big screen earlier this year with the movie 42, Chadwick Boseman is gonna try another icon from Georgia, James Brown, the Godfather Soul.
Hey!
Boseman has been cast to play the Godfather Soul James Brown in a planned biopic by The Help director Tate Taylor.
Wow.
The film from Universal Pictures and Imagine Entertainment is currently untitled right now, and Mick Jagger and Brian Grazer are among the producers. How about that? The project has been in development for years with various actors and directors attached, but it's finally, finally getting the green light, and it's set to finally begin shooting this fall in Mississippi. In an interview with the Associated Press, Taylor said the great soul singer, those are big shoes to fill.
Well, let me tell you.
So go ahead,
first of all,
Chadwick Boseman, with
he's
your bad
better
self.
looking than James Brown. But
do that!
Yeah. But I like
That
to
means thank
see.
you.
I'd like to see him pull that off. I mean, that would be great. Now, who else is he going to play? I bet you he'll play Obama. Some movie later on.
Or maybe it's the Sidney Poitier story or something
Or
like
Sidney
that.
Poitier story.
Yeah.
He's gonna play. He's gonna be an actor well known to play other actors and other people.
Play historical people, yeah.
Yeah. He's not gonna play Joe Schmo in a Bond movie.
No, I don't think.
And he may play James Bond, the black version.
Yeah. I'm just hoping you don't end up doing like, Madea goes to Mardi Gras or something like that. Here you go! Throw the beads at. That's
By the way, I saw a Tyler Perry movie, and to see Tyler Perry cry is so beyond anything I could believe in.
What I mean, bizarre?
I mean, this guy's like a freaking billionaire. What the hell are you crying about? And
he's in character.
Yeah, right. Anyway, and you know, he's a real tall son of a bitch, ain't he?
Well, yeah, he's about
I mean,
6'5",
he made his
6'6".
girl, the girl in the movie look like a pygmy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he is. The man is 6'5", 6'6". So
Hey,
you know.
he's huge.
Yeah. 6'6". Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what a lot of women tell him.
Yeah. He's a good film. He's entrepreneurial. I'll give him that. He's very entrepreneurial.
Yeah, well, that I have to give him.
Yeah.
And he does bring the southern, what do you call it? The
Atmosphere.
No. Give me another word.
Well,
Humor.
The southern
The
humor
southern
humor element. In
You know, southern humor is kind of like British humor. It's very dry and I don't know.
dry and subtle sometimes.
Yeah, dry and subtle, and you know,
Especially when
and
you
of course
say, yeah,
Medea does a lot of child abuse on those movies. She's always slapping kids around, and
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that shit in regular pictures.
No, you don't, right? Really, but you realize that. But he always slapping boys. He don't slap little girls because people seem to forget. Even though he is Medea, he is basically a 6'6", 250-pound, man dressed up as a woman. So even if if Medea is a woman, he can't just slap around any old child, especially a little girl. He might paralyze her or something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, come on. But yeah, please call him ATT. Call Medea and let him know what I said. She'll come in here slapping the hell out of me too. Yeah, I actually like that Medea. The one Medea movie where she goes to jail. I thought that was hysterical. That was the best one.
I knew two people that was in the movie. They actually played inmates, extras. They were in the jail.
Really?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like when she beats up on the girl that looks like a guy, and she keeps calling him sir.
Oh, you're talking about the big blonde girl?
The big blonde girl.
Oh man,
that was hysterical.
She says she's actually a biologically female, actual woman, but I don't know, man. I had to carry a pepper spray and a pistol with her. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Or just keep her around as a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
But then there was the part when she picks up the car with that forklift and she throws it. Oh, that was hysterical. You know how many times I wanted to do that to people?
Oh man.
Like they take your spot and then and that's happened here in Georgia more than in New York. In New York, they don't mess around because if you take their spot, they're afraid you're gonna have a gun in the car and shoot their ass.
Oh yeah.
Even in Georgia, even though they carry guns, and it's funny, in New York they don't really allowed to carry guns that much. Here they carry guns and yet they still do it.
Oh yeah.
They don't give a shit. Maybe that's why they do it, because they know they carry guns. You give them a hard time, they'll shoot your ass.
Yeah.
So, but it's happened.
Oh yeah.
So, what else is in the news, Derek?
Well, here's something that's going to be really creepy. Something like I wouldn't exactly say X-Files type creepy, but it's kind of surveillance type creepy. There's this thing called a boyfriend tracker app that raises a stir in Brazil. It's international. It's real.
A boyfriend tracker app,
yes.
Which means you can get to stalk them.
Yeah, so to speak. It says Brazilians are outraged when they learned that their country was a top target of the U.S. National Security Agency's overseas spying operation, which data, billions of calls and emails swept up in Washington's top secret surveillance program. Yet when it comes to the cloak and dagger effort of catching philandering lovers, all high-tech weapons appear to be fair game. At least in the tens of thousands of Brazilians who downloaded Boyfriend Tracker to their smartphones before the stealthy software was removed from the Google Play App Store last week. Apparently in response to complaints about privacy abuses and its potential to be used for extortion or even stalking. Exactly. And that is really, really scary. See, the app is called Rastreador de Namorados, which is Portuguese for boyfriend tracker. Promises to act like a private detective in your partner's pocket. Similar apps are marketed for smartphone users in other countries, including the U.S. and Europe. But Boyfriend Tracker is the first one that has any impact in Brazil, a country that's still irate as it learns more about Washington snooping. Now, how about that? Critics said that even advertised apps like Boyfriend Tracker can violate privacy rights, and they warn that in the wrong hands it can be used for more sinister purposes, like stalking. And the law is named after it breaks an anti-online harassment and hacking law that's been in place in Brazil since April. The law is named after Brazilian actress Carolina Dickman, who had nude photos of herself, which were leaked by hackers back in 2012 after she refused to pay $5,000. Now that is, what do you think about that, man?
Well, what can I say?
Could you imagine? Yeah, but the thing is, I'm surprised they got away with the thing. You know,
they're doing it now. I mean, what that is happening is being advertised. But look, if you really, if they really want to stalk you and find you, all they have to do is hit a ping or something with a ping.
Yeah.
On they can find you now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of creepy that they have an app for that.
Yeah, it is, especially for smartphones now. And the thing is, what if you have like these money hungry people, you know, trying to get back at folks like, hey, I saw your significant other.
What about the
boyfriend,
hackers
girlfriend.
hacking the little baby cameras that they got?
Oh yeah.
You heard about that? That's really freaky. I mean, even here they're telling the general public, put a piece of black tape over your camera on your computer, because somebody will hack it, and maybe even while we're doing the show, they're hacking up.
Possibly.
Who cares?
But, you know, it's you know, I'm just saying, like, what if you? I'm surprised but the thing is, I'm surprised they called it a boyfriend tracker. Now, if it was called a girlfriend tracker, you know, the feminist people would be up in arms, be all up in your behind them. How dare you find, you know, because I guarantee this will be like a brand new season of Cheaters on TV, just having that, you know, with the boyfriend tracker, having it on the smartphone.
Oh, I like that show, Cheaters.
Could you imagine they have that? Well, yeah, I see that he's going to the Stop and Go. Okay, yeah, he's going to such store, get a flat screen TV. He's going to they get some beer at Walmart. Oh, where is he going to this hotel? He must be over here. Let's go. You know.
Really? Oh, Rudy Force, St. Irv, I had a Turkish guy hack my cam on you now one day. Huh? Freaky. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, he says he had a Turkish guy hack his webcam on you now. The old Blog TV, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He hacked our camera on Blog TV and my camera?
No, his camera.
Oh,
his camera on Blog. Yeah.
Wow. While we were playing, is that it?
I guess.
Who knows? Anyway, John Kerry, the indiscriminate slaughter of the civilians, the killing of women and children and innocent bystanders by chemical weapons is a moral obscenity. Okay, well, wait a minute. I mean, this is coming from where we're bombing these so-called Al-Qaeda guys and taking other people with us.
Yes.
With the bomb. I don't know. It sounds hypocritical, no?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. From a certain point of view, yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're talking about, you know, the Syria, I mean, the guy, Assad, he's basically killing his own people, and bold about it too.
Yeah, and when it comes to like stalking cameras and all that shit and apps and all that, isn't the NSA doing that now?
I guess so. It depends. It depends on what you do. I mean, if you're, like you said, if you're Joe Schmo from the corner, like, yeah, they're not checking you out bad. But if you're in some high-profile type job, yeah.
By the way, I heard him give that speech. I was like, thank God he wasn't president. I can't stand the way he talks. Whoa! How did he talk?
I was saying, and Like, you know, I mean, if you had to choose between him and Bush, I mean, my goodness.
I will say. That's how he talks. It's
Yeah. But you have Bush like, here we go. Here there's our strategery and take them out. We're getting shot in the machine. We're gonna smoke them out, and then we smoke them out. Like, you know, that type of stuff. I mean, you know, even though Kerry kicked his behind, he could have kicked him in the debate though. But he was so. But you know, him
He's
being
got
so
like
sluggish.
a face of a horse.
Yeah, he's sluggish and he sounds so indecisive. So I mean, if you had to choose between an indecisive intellectual versus an illiterate jackass, illiterate but confident jackass, guess what? The illiterate jackass gonna win every time.
Yeah.
He may be an idiot, but at least he's secure in his idiocy. He's a jackass, but he's secure in his jackassity, so to speak.
Well, yeah, look, these jackasses in Washington once again are going to drag us in another freaking war. Once again. Now, we've got how many wars going on? I mean, I don't want to hear shit about everything's over in Iraq. Mm-hmm. It's not over. We're still fighting.
It's kind of crazy. It's hard.
Nothing is over in Afghanistan. Yeah. Nothing is over in
Iraq or
what's the other places? Yemen.
Libya.
Now we're in Yemen.
Libya.
Yeah. What else? Now we're gonna have Syria in there.
Last time I checked, man, according to Warren Ballantyne, there has been 140 wars that have been going on since the beginning, since the established the start of the United Nations, since the UN.
Yeah.
Every country that we have gone to war in, we are still present in that.
Exactly. Every single country.
We're still there.
Yeah,
Korea,
we haven't
United.
left anything. We're in Europe. I mean, how many years after World War II? We're still
70
there.
years.
We're still, and guess what? Europe was rebuilt by guess whose cash? Ours.
Mm-hmm.
Europe wouldn't even be Europe. They were so bombed to hell by Nazi Germany. There was nothing left.
Yeah.
And it was the United States that rebuilt all that shit.
Yeah.
And that's all we're doing. We're bombing places and then rebuilding and they're taking our money and throwing it. And then you got these scumbag Republicans bitching and beefing about the little bit of welfare that we give to people like shit, which don't even help out. I mean, this is outrageous.
I'll just read what Coffee Guy
We
says.
ought to be bombing them.
Let's see. What's this? Ba'ath Party is Assad's party, the same as
It's
It
ridiculous.
says Ba'ath Party. Okay, I didn't know about this, Coffee Guy. It says Ba'ath Party is Assad's party, the same as Saddam Hussein, even though they went separate ways in the 50s. Wow.
Well, it may seem like oversimplification of Vapes Card, but let's put it this way. I try to keep things simple, stupid. And this is pretty simple, obvious bullshit that's going on. Mm-hmm. The United States has put their hands on just about anything that it can to make money off the wars, to once again have these manufacturers of guns and all that shit, making billions of dollars, or the warmongers. And, that's just the way it is. It's the same shit here when it comes to jails. That's the way that we do business. We make business because people know that crime will always be with us, just like the poor will always be with us. Crime will always be with us, and it's big business. It's just like the pharmaceutical companies. They don't research a cure. They research to try to manage.
Prolong the medicine.
Yeah, manage your illness. They don't cure your illness. They're not in the business of curing you. They're in the business of managing you. Because if they cure you, you'll stop using their medicine, and then they lose money. So the only way that they do is that they come up to a certain point, and they stop. We almost had a breakthrough. Don't go any further. Let's just keep it right here and make billions of dollars more managing their illness, and screw the cure. It's the same thing with the wars. There is no peace. It's just a piece of the American pie that they want, a piece of the money. There is no, ending wars. You got guys like John Kerry, who are so freaking lame. He wouldn't want to make me eat the ice cream, let alone have peace.
Wow.
With that drony voice he's got. Why don't they put him, give him wings and he's like a freaking drone.
Who knows,
Nothing
man?
inside of him.
Who knows?
Him and his wife. The only good thing that they have is ketchup.
Yeah. Imagine how much ketchup you go through, man. But anyway, who knows?
I just don't understand it. In America, there is no such thing as peace. There is no such thing as a cure for illness. There is no such thing as rehabilitation for inmates.
Mm-hmm.
There is no such thing as a war on drugs. Let's face it, folks, we're all screwed over, and everything that everybody says is all bullshit.
Yeah.
There's always an agenda. Divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way the leaderships are. You know, they want you to be divided so that nobody could win.
Yeah. Speaking of war or warfare, do you think, I mean, going back to that boyfriend tracker app that they have in these smartphones, do you think, I'm kind of antsy about this, because this is going to put cyberbullying in a whole other level.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to do them behind it. You'll be able to bully them not only behind a computer screen or behind your phone, because you can't go through the internet through your phone or Facebook through your smartphone. Thing is, now not only you can be able to talk trash them, I'm gonna kick your ass, click send, but then you'll be able to know where they are, whether you type in bullying messages or just actually go to that person's house or school or classroom or whatever and torment them that way. So you just get them at both ends. You know?
Now wait a minute. Okay, this is what America breeds. It breeds all these new innovations to create more distraction.
But at the same time, somehow, some way, every time when someone does invent something good, people use it, abuse that technology. They find a way to abuse it. Like you have a problem with Alfred Nobel. You know, he invented dynamite, and people used it for like coal mining and stuff like that, and then find a way for miners to dig, gold or coal better, and then all of a sudden bank robbers and criminals started using it to rob folks and destroy certain things and take people's riches, blow up banks.
All right, well, wait a minute. People are saying that I'm very one-sided in all this, all right? And now Derek's talking about something that's being allowed to happen, right? Creating these apps. This isn't even here. This is where? In Bangladesh, wherever?
Brazil.
In Brazil. All right, well, wait a minute. Now, there's a lot of skinhead racists here, Rudy Four. Who are you kidding? In Switzerland, all right, they have skinheads. Well, guess what? They got double the amount here. Well, we got a bigger country than they do.
Yeah.
America used to be the greatest country in the world. Right now, I'm questioning that. And for people to say I'm being one-sided, I just cited all of these issues that America has been allowing itself to do, and yet nobody is saying, you're right, Irv. Everybody's saying they're defending. You sound like you defend the police when I say the police could be corrupted, and everybody, you can't bad about the police. Kiss my ass. Don't be such brown noses. I mean, take a look at what the hell is going on in this country, folks. It took almost 200 freaking years for them to even give the blacks any kind of freedom. And they're still dealing with it. And we call it the land of the free and the home of the brave. Bullshit! It's still going through the process of trying to figure itself out after almost 200 freaking years. I mean, give me a break. I'm not putting America down. I'm trying to give it some sense. It doesn't make any freaking sense in this country that we walk around all with brainwash and think, oh, this is the greatest country in the world. Listen, there are countries that are better than this, that are doing a better job and ain't got all the shit that we have to deal with, getting in other people's business, going into wars, making profit off of dead people. I mean, give me a break. Don't be such freaking ass kisses. The greatest thing that this country does have is that, yeah, we could speak out, but even that is now being questioned. Well, you can't even get on Facebook and give any kind of opinion. You got some freaking cop coming at you now. It's all going away, folks. It's all disappearing. Wake up. Smell the coffee.
Yeah.
America is
what
no
Rosa
longer
brewed.
the country that it used to be. Period. The end. It is not. It's been taken over by the corporations. It's been taken over by every scumbag that has an extra dollar in his pocket to try to buy somebody else out. It's taken over. It's guys like us that are the freaks here now. Guys that would at least point it out. They don't want to hear it. Because they want to brown-nose America every freaking 3 minutes. Oh, God bless America. God is not blessing this country anymore. It's a murderous country already. It's going into other places, killing people, and then we're walking around saying, oh, you're Syrians, you can't use gas. Give me a break. How much gas have we used and nobody, they covered that shit up? Give me a frickin' break. What about Vietnam? What happened there? They were killing kids and women and children left and right. America's been the propagator of war for years now. And we need to stop that. It needs to stop. That's what I'm saying. Stop brown-nosing. Speak up. Didn't Martin Luther King say something about that? That the worst thing that you can do is to remain silent. You remain silent, you're screwed over.
Basically, he said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing that you said that, because
there you go. Manny, you're right on target. All the gas is being used now in Syria is U.S. aid. Of course, the United States is the one that provides money for guns, folks. The United States is the one that provides all the ammunition. The United States is the one that provides all the propaganda. The United States, because it's a free country, people come in here and they do whatever the hell they want. And then the Americans like us, we can't even start a freaking business without the name Patel attached to it. Unless you talk like this, you would never have a business. What the hell?
Oh, well, you got the Patel down the road, right over to Austin Mark. You know that little place?
I mean,
right
come
there?
on.
588 counts of credit theft.
Yeah.
credit theft.
Yeah, he
What
was
the
running-
hell?
He was running them through the machine.
$190,000
And
worth
he bonded out.
Yeah.
I mean, how did these people
nearly
get it?
$48,000 bond. He must have. I think he must have a lot of friends to bond him out because
Oh, no, I'm
$48,000.
sure he had plenty of money.
Yeah.
He was part of a nationwide scam.
Nationwide scam.
Nationwide.
Yeah, it is a nationwide. Look at the scam that they try to sell us. All right, here we go. Here's a perfect example on the bullshit propaganda that they try to sell you about our beautiful country. Okay? America, you could be anything you want. Yeah, if you have a fucking accent and you come from another country. Because if you're here, you were born here, you're screwed. You're not gonna get shit. Because every freaking business is being started by some scumbag foreigner from some other country.
He's right.
All right? Let's put it that way. That's just the way it is. And then they try to remind us, oh, remember when they came from Italy and they came from all the different countries and America was built on the back. America was built on the backs of black people.
Coming to America today.
Yeah. I'm serious. This is bullshit. They're trying to say, America, you can be anything you want to be if you work hard and you do that. If you work hard and you know the right people and you got the money and somehow you know how to scam it. That's how you get over. Americans could be lame and stupid and lazy. I mean, but if you are an American and you want to start a business, you got to go jump through hoops. But meanwhile, we got the Koreans coming in out of Korea, and meanwhile, they're taking over the frickin' cities with their dry cleaners and all their fruit stands. You go and you have every Indian guy owning now and calling you on the phone at the most horrible, inopportune hours, right? Asking you if you want to bond some shit. And every cell phone company you call up There are no Americans on the other end. There's some Indian guy in India saying, hello, welcome to AT&T. Can I help you? What the hell? There are no Americans in business anymore. It's outrageous. And then we walk around trying to defend America. America is the best country in the world. Stop talking bad about it. Screw you, stupid ass. Don't you see it? What are you, stupid? Don't you see that America is no longer the American that we used to know? No longer that. You can't even get on Facebook. God only knows what's going to happen to me now that I talk like this.
Yes, I'm surprised you haven't.
Shit.
I'm surprised you haven't started goose stepping her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all these people that's taking over. You can't be American anymore.
I'm serious.
I'm surprised you haven't flipped out.
Exactly.
I'm surprised you haven't flipped out and just gone, Hitler
Where's
or
that
something.
go?
I tell you what, I'm gonna think it's kinda time.
Well, I think
Screw you! I got a time. It's kinda. It's kinda iron sign. It's kinda.
Yeah.
Hi, your mother's a whore.
Exactly. Shit. All I have to say is Affleck. I mean, this is what America worries about.
Ass
Think
crack.
about it. They get pissed off about Ben Affleck being Batman. I mean, that becomes national news. Miley Cyrus with her disgusting little twerky butt becomes
butt?
national news.
Anyway.
Lamar Odom, whatever his name is, everybody's all concerned about his crack addiction. I mean, but meanwhile, there are people starving. There are people out of work. America is falling into a shithole. We're now going to be dragged into another war, and nobody's talking about that. But yet everybody's talking about like the most ridiculous bullshit that ever lived,
Yes.
that ever walked. Well, that's all I'm saying, folks. Wake up. Smell the coffee.
Yes.
See what the roast is brewing.
Yes. In other news, this is from Helena, Georgia. Helena's police chief says a package store owner who shot a robber won't be charged. Chief Glenn Giles says it happened around 4 p.m. this past Monday at the Helena package store that's located on 8th Avenue. Helena, which is a population around 2,800, is in Telfair County near the Wheeler County line. Giles says that 2 men entered the store and at least one of them was armed. The store owner fired them with a handgun, wounding one of them. The wounded suspect is in stable condition at the medical center of Central Georgia. The second robber has gotten away. He couldn't provide a description of the second suspect and would not identify any of the people involved.
Yeah.
He referred to further questions to Todd Lauer of the GBI's Eastman office, who could not be reached for comment. Basically says that Giles said the wounded suspect is suspected to face armed robbery charges.
Unbelievable.
Yes?
That's a store in Helena.
Yeah.
Now, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that? Where the hell is Helena?
Where the hell is Helena, yeah. It's in Telfair County. So it's not too, I guess it's like one of those little small towns.
All I'm saying
Somewhere
is...
within the vicinity.
And, no, Rudy, listen, I'm with you. I love my country. Believe me. I'm not Latino American like that. I'm an American. Period.
Yes.
That's all I am. And I am proud that I'm able to speak out. But even that, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really able to speak out? I mean, we're getting now lawyers. By the way, the lawyers are the ones that are the real scumbags in America. Rewriting laws, challenging laws that have been stable for hundreds of years. I would agree that there are some laws that are outrageous, like not wearing red shoes on Cherry Street on a Sunday, which I believe is still in the books, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But they're challenging everything. And so what happens is got us all confused where you say something about somebody right away, oh, I'm going to sue you for slander. You can't say shit anymore. They want to slowly wither away our rights, right? They've already withered away, you know, but meanwhile, they masturbate and take in, like Miley Cyrus, the Second Amendment. Don't touch my Second Amendment. Don't touch my guns. But we can give up our right to privacy because we give it to Facebook and NSA, and who gives a shit about that? We don't have to have any more privacy. But don't take away my guns. Don't worry about the civil rights era. That's all bullshit anyway. Don't worry about being concerned about creating jobs in America. Don't be concerned about that. Just be concerned that we have to have our guns. I will not give up my gun. But I'll give up my right to have a job. And I'll give up my right to have any privacy. Or I'll give up my right to say anything about anything without being concerned that somebody's going to come in and ram my ass in jail so that they can continue the cycle of paying and building jailhouses, so that they continue the cycle of buying shit from Bob Barker. Give me a break.
Yes, I guess.
Speaking of break.
Speaking of break, yes.
Thank you, right?
It's
Perfect
10:02. Perfect timing. Saved by the trumpet. It's 69 degrees outside in Macon. It's surprisingly sunny with a high of 92 and a low of 71 degrees. It's 10:02 a.m. in Macon, Georgia. We're 2 down and 1 more to go. You're listening to the Morning Roast with Irv, Ed, and DB live from.
You're watching. You're watching.
Oh yeah, listening and watching.
You're listening. Everybody else is watching.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Stick around. There's
Hey,
infamous.
y'all in the chat, cut the shit. All right, take it to private chat or get out. I don't want to have to mute or ban.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let me just put it this way. Once again, it goes to show you the hypocrisy that's out there. Here's Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah.
When he's Mr. Judge.
He should have been using Slim Sims.
How does he talk again? Do the Judge Joe Brown thing.
You know, that sounds like a crackhead move to me. But
Exactly. But meanwhile, here's he freaking drunk like a skunk.
And what's ironic, I like him better than Judge Mathis.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Judge Mathis, you know. Exactly. Yeah, Judge Joe, do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. Anyway, it goes to show you the hypocrisy. I mean, it happened here with Judge Slim, or Dim, whatever his name
Judge
was.
Sims.
Yeah, Sims. And, you know, they go around judging people. But meanwhile, just like the politicians and just like the police can be and just like anybody else, they go out and they have their own life, and God help you if you find out the shit that they do. Because all of them are a bunch of phonies. You got judges get drunk and get slapped on the wrist. You get, you know, police officers who go out and abuse the public and get away with it. You got, you know, a government that goes out and bombs other people, but yet when shit happens to us, they're all like screaming bloody murder. And you ever notice every time like one American dies, it's like all over the planet. But meanwhile, there's hundreds of thousands of people dying worldwide, and nobody gives a shit about them. You know why? Because their lives are inexpendable. They don't matter. They're like cattle. They don't mean shit. They're just whatever. casualties of war, whatever they want to call them. But meanwhile, one American, one person gets hurt right away. It's all over the world. Oh, look what happened. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. What is that shit all about? Why are we so damn important? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, a guy like you and me wouldn't matter shit to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because it depends on what the press picks up, and that's another leg in this spider called deceit.
Yeah.
You know, it's called pride and deceit, which is the body of sin, and it's got all these legs to it. All these tentacles.
Yeah.
They reach out and suck the blood out of everybody. Like vampires.
Yeah.
They suck your ass dry and then spit you out.
Speaking of vampirish behavior, the bloodsuckers, I have one story here from Texas about an elementary school teacher who was investigated for child pornography. Music teacher from Spring ISD is off the job and under investigation.
Rocco, you're not going to run my show by asking people questions so they can talk to you. Once again, I'm going to tell you, if you continue to do this, I'm going to ban you, and don't come back with another name because I'm going to ban any new name that comes on for the next couple of weeks. How's that? All right?
Okay.
Bye.
In Spring, Texas, a music teacher, Derek Allen Gossett, was the music teacher for Anderson Elementary School. Investigators with the Harris County Constable Precinct 4 Tech Crimes Unit say Gossett posed as a young girl on Facebook, friending a 12-year-old male student and encouraging him to send nude photos of himself. Investigators say the girl, who was a former classmate of the boy, had no idea she was being impersonated online. A search warrant on Gossett's home turned several images of nude juvenile males and a confession from Gossett, according to authorities, who said he used a Facebook profile posing as a girl to talk with boys. He would allegedly send mainstream female pornography to the boys and passed off as the girl he pretended to be, while encouraging young boys to send pictures of themselves in return.
Yeah.
Spring ISD officials said they learned that Gossett was being investigated for allegations of child pornography, and they placed him on administrative leave yesterday morning.
Right.
He resigned shortly thereafter, officials say. Gossett, age 32, is charged with 3 counts of possession of child pornography, 1 count of online impersonation, 1 count of online solicitation of a minor, and 1 count of promotion of child pornography.
Okay, now here's another example of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, NSA wants to look for these terrorists that are supposedly these imaginary terrorists, because I think that in some weird way they're instilling fear in us so that we will respond by saying, oh yeah, let's make more guns, oh yeah, let's make more bombs, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. But meanwhile, the real predators out there are these child pornography guys that get on the internet and try to find pictures of little kids and all that shit. And yet, it takes a specialized group to find these people. But NSA won't do it. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
NSA won't get involved in reaching out to child terrorists. But yet, they want to give us some other terrorists that may not even exist and justify that. And yet, they won't go after these child pornographers. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. Where are their priorities? The same shit again. Where are the priorities?
Basically, the public's doing their work for them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Which
Meanwhile, the
yeah.
NSA wants to look for these terrorists. Oh, we're looking, we prevented all. Why don't you prevent some of the rapes that are going on with little kids right now? Like this son of a bitch getting on. Why does it have to take a specialized unit to do that? The NSA can sweep right now all across America within 5 minutes. They can get just about anybody that's looking at this child pornography shit and have them arrested. Why aren't they doing it?
Mm-hmm.
because their priorities are all screwed up.
It goes back to that boyfriend tracker app on those smartphones.
Yeah.
People can use that in a way to not just to track criminals, but people just probably do that just to harass people.
I know.
And you know, cyberbully people.
And not only that, a lot of these child pornography guys, Manny, and not only being all over the globe, but some of them are judges. Some of them are cops. Some of them are government officials. Some of them are the very people who are hired to protect us, but they won't push it because they say, no, I'm not gonna give them my freaking gig. I'm not gonna allow America to be that not free. I want America to be free. I want to be free to join NAMBLA, whatever that is.
Yeesh. Oh boy,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm serious. I mean, it's just absolutely ironic.
Yeah.
Morning,
Is that
Donnie
right?
Curry.
Morning. Matter of fact, here's a wing dang doodle for you right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, George Zimmerman is going to ask the state of Florida to reimburse him for as much as up to $300,000 in legal expenses that he racked up successfully defending himself in the shooting of the Trayvon Martin, according to NBC News. Zimmerman and his legal team believe that they are entitled to the refund because Zimmerman was acquitted of second-degree murder for July 13th for having shot and killed Martin, age 17. The shooting sparked a national discussion over racial profiling after Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch volunteer, said he acted in self-defense. The motion to be filed by Zimmerman's lead attorney, Mark O'Mara, would seek refunds for the hundreds of thousands of dollars the defense spent on fees for expert witnesses and court reporters for depositions.
Now, this scumbag that everybody is supporting, Mr. Zimmerman, now wants to go into your pocket and pay his bills that he created by his own shit.
'Cause I'm here to save the community. Pew, pew, pew. You know.
Yeah, Zimmerman is a scumbag, okay? Period. Go away. And by the way, you notice he lost a lot of weight, that fat fuck. You know what he was doing while he was sitting there waiting for Judgment Day? Eating. Son of a bitch. I know that if I'm gonna wait for a judgment, I couldn't eat shit. I'd be like sick as a dog. But yet this fat son of a bitch was eating the whole pig because he knew. He was having a banquet. Because he knew he was going to get off. And now he's going to have $200,000 that he wants.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch. Bastard. You know why he wants that? So he can go out and buy that expensive gun. He can have money. Doesn't have to give it to his lawyer. If his lawyers thought of him so good and grand, why don't they do it for free? Why don't they say, you know what, Zimmerman? Because we believed in your cause, we're going to do it for free. Screw you, lawyers. Lawyer. $10 word for liar. Remember that, folks. Lawyers are a bunch of liars. I don't know a good lawyer. Do you? Any good lawyer you got to pay for through your rear end. Like $400 an hour. And they sit there and tell you shit that you already know. You could have figured out on Google. You want to know about the law? Get on Google. Screw the lawyers. Just pay your internet. Or go to the library. Get on Google. You want to defend yourself? Get on Google.
On Google?
That's it. Google it. Yeah. Herb, a good lawyer is a dead lawyer. Exactly. I like Lady K. It's not every time that I agree with the ladies here, but I'll tell you, Lady K, you're all right in my book. You're like one of the guys. And yeah. What do you call a bus full of lawyers going over a cliff? A good start. That's a good joke, dude. Donnie Curry. I like that. You got another one, Donnie? Give us another. I heard a joke yesterday. I can't remember it now. Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a really good joke, and then you go back, and then of course, you know.
Yes.
I'm always kind of mad, Rocco. I just hate that you get on the show and you want to be like the center of attention. You want to be like Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system, right?
Wow.
Like
You
Uranus.
know, full of air and full of gas, and you know, give it a break. Keep your mouth shut for a while. Or keep your fingers to yourself. Yeah. Put your hands somewhere else. That way you're not typing. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
I got
what else? Go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy.
I got some stuff, some more stuff in Macon. It says downtown Macon embraces a reverse angle parking that they're starting with. It started yesterday, by the way. Blocks of Cherry Street will allow cars to park.
I love our chatting. They got the best freaking joke lines, I'm telling you.
Oh my!
All right, no, keep going. Oh, we're talking about angle parking.
How do you get a lawyer out of a tree? You cut the rope.
Misty John, all these guys are all going off. I love it. Go ahead.
My goodness. Says, well, basically, downtown Macon has started a reverse angle parking where blocks of Cherry Street will still allow cars to pull in. Blocks of 3rd Street between Pine and Oak Streets will be painted and posted for reverse angle parking, which the drive will be back. Oh, you have a video for that, too?
Oh, we got a video.
All right.
I'm loving it. Look at this.
Is the
There's no
volume?
sound, though.
Wow. Here we go, folks. Got the jobs coming.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Ruby Juice. Look at that. Now they can park backwards.
Yeah.
These bastards can't even park frontwards. Now they're just creating a new one.
Yes. Well, basically, the
Now
second.
you're saying it.
Yes, yeah,
Wow.
you've seen it. Second Street Corridor is an economic development funded by the voter-approved special purpose local option sales tax. SPLOST. It stretches from East Macon through downtown, connect to Little Richard Penniman and Mercer University Boulevards to create a gateway into Macon at the interchange of Mercer University Boulevard. The city long-term wants that the corridor expand further west along Mercer University Boulevard to the Macon Mall and Macon State College. The City Council back in July approved a design and construction manager at risk contracts for portions of the 2nd Street corridor, including a vision block from Cherry to Poplar Street and a connector from 2nd Street to Little Richard Penniman Boulevard. It was approved for the design work, and Chris Sheridan and company was selected as construction manager at risk.
Who else?
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
right in Ricard's pocket. One of Ricard's biggest donations.
Morning, Iraq.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Anyway.
Definitely right about that.
All
Wow.
right.
Okay.
So,
we
Mr.
got
Roach.
news coming in.
You
Yeah.
guys look at that, dude.
Oh, great. We got news coming in. War has begun. The White House has just commented, and Obama's about to speak at noon in the White House. Something about bombing somebody. I think Iran just bombed Israel. We got to find out what this is legit.
Yeah, because I know that later today, 11 o'clock, they're supposed to have to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech of the March on Washington, which happened on this day 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Dr. King said this famous speech during this particular March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Well, not that many people know about this, but the I Have a Dream part section of that speech was basically improv. Not that many people know about that. I wish I could find the news port of that. That would be really cool, because it talks about one of the guy who actually, after the speech was over, he's a former college basketball coach. He actually has the original print original pages of "I Have a Dream" speech.
I just
Wow.
sent you the latest off of CNN about Syria.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Ain't gone to war yet, but pretty close.
we'll see. Al Jazeera is reporting that, and I have a very iffy. Al Jazeera, they want to be more like open, an open paper and all that. But meanwhile, they're no better than the American press. They screw up the story. Everything comes out in drips and drabs. By the time the truth is told, it's completely different than what started out to be the truth.
Right.
So until I see a little bit more, I'm not going to take Al Jazeera's word.
Well, this is CNN. This is Al Jazeera.
Yes. This is not CNN,
Yeah.
but the story is.
Yeah, but this is about chemical weapons. But Eve, whatever, there's some young person here. Eva Tev is saying Russia has met with China and has released coming stating they will side with Syria. That we knew already. That isn't new.
Yeah, that's
But he's also saying something about the bombs have begun and all that. Whatever.
Donnie says, check your IM, please.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Donnie Curry comes on, and I gotta go to IM. Alright, here we go. IM. Donnie? How many lawyers does it take to fill a room?
Well, anyway, the Pentagon says, this is from CNN, that says the Pentagon says it's ready to go if it gets orders to carry out a military strike in response to Syria's suspected use of chemical weapons against its own people. Most people know about Syria's civil war has been raging for more than 2 years. But the situation is so complicated that it's hard for even the biggest news junkie to keep track. Now that Washington is seriously thinking about ordering limited missile strikes in one of the most volatile regions of the world, it's a good time to retrace events and remember how we got here. So basically, they had these questions of what did Syria look like before the conflict. It says even before the uprising in Syria, things weren't peaceful there. There were discontent simmered for decades. In 1982, President Hafez al-Assad, the late father of the current leader of Syria, clamped down on a Muslim Brotherhood uprising, and one attack, his iron fist left tens of thousands dead. And when he later died in 2000, his son Bashar al-Assad took over the presidency, and he promised to build a more modern and democratic nation.
Yeah.
But how did the civil war begin? It started back in February 2011 in the city of Daraa, where authorities arrested 15 school children for painting anti-government graffiti on the walls of a school. The children didn't mince words with the message, and they painted "The people want to topple the regime." And this started outrage and fueled protests, and security forces opened fire. Activists said it's killing at least 4 of the protesters. These four activists say were the first deaths of the civil war. And they said, how did the unrest turn into a call for an end to Assad's rule? A month after the protests, which is in March of 2011, the conspirators started out there wanting to spread unrest. And there was a speech which had catastrophic impact, according to the international crisis group's Peter Herring, who told CNN last year. People who wanted to support the regime at the time were shocked, and 2 days later, weekly anti-government protests began across Syria. And then the implication, so on. Basically, they know about there were rumors about the chemical weapons that were used and that were threatened, and then it happened, and then it come to pass that it actually did happen, and that's where we're here right now. Here we are. And now President Vladimir Putin has slammed his decision to arm the opposition. So now you have Russia being on Syria's side. So
And they got Snowden.
yeah.
How about that?
Keep them coming, Donnie.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Yes, you missed your breaking news. We got bombs going off somewhere.
Yeah, we were talking about going on with Syria, and which is kind of weird considering. I guess I don't know whether or not President Obama's still going to do his he's going to do his speech at 11 o'clock later today to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. But
Yeah.
still, it's kind of weird.
Well,
crazy stuff going on.
Eva Tiv is really going off. He's saying Fox News is reporting Al Gore's found a man, bear, pig in a cave in northern Canada is about to give a news conference. I just realized something, Avatev. You're full of shit. But hey, what the hell? We got them all here. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let me see. Yirak, going back to your point about backwards parking. Go figure. We already have problems with people unable to park normally. Now we're going to have them parking backwards. Can they really handle that shit? These people are stupid. They don't know how to park here. You're right. Have you ever really seen somebody know how to parallel park in Macon, Georgia? I don't. You know what they used to? They used to, pulling into a garage or pulling into an empty street because there's nothing happening here in Macon, Georgia, so the streets are almost always empty. Mm-hmm. And so it's real easy to just kind of ram yourself into a parking space.
Exactly.
There were no, a lot of cars around. Yeah, I do have a driver's license. I'm a great driver. I have no points on my license.
Yeah, I have 0 points.
Yeah. And who came up with the idea? Mayor Rickett.
Yeah, Mayor Rickett came out.
Mayor Rickett.
And
No, they didn't announce. They didn't announce shit. You're right. They just put it into play. This is what we've got here. This is the government that we have here. They pass all this shit. And by the way, there is something that I want you to look at. You're called Macon. What the hell was that? Where they're exposing all the bullshit of Macon. Macon something.
Wasn't making a difference.
What?
No.
It was
on Facebook?
Yeah,
it
the
was
one
on
that
Facebook.
Drama?
Macon.
The one that we all post on?
No, the one that I was reading yesterday where they exposed about Sam Hart Jr. and all these people are all in cahoots with everybody with the education system. They're all making money, all the shit, and they're going to expose all this crap.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Backwards parking, crazy crap. Exactly. That's what it is. And meanwhile, they want people to practice. So they say, we'll put it on 3rd Street so people can go and practice. Why, if you're a good driver, do you have to go and practice how to park?
Yeah, it's really for
What the
people
hell is that all
First of all,
about?
you're not supposed to be practicing in the middle of a street anyway. That you need to do that near your home.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
Look
saying.
for it. It's a great new little news article making something. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. Shit. And what are the people from out of town going to do? They'll probably park better than we can because in Macon, Georgia, they don't know how to park, like I said. They don't. They don't know that when you park a car, right? You're supposed to line up your side view mirror, this side, with the next guy's side view mirror. If you line them up, and then you start to pull back and immediately start to turn your wheel, you're going to go in almost a perfect parking every time.
Right.
But these scumbags, they don't even know how to do that. They park right on the rear end of another car, and they start backing up. Next thing you know, they got their whole front out in the middle of the street, and they're trying to bend, and then they give up. I've seen this hundreds of times in Macon. While I sat in Roaster Cafe, I used to see it every day. What a moron! They don't know how to park. So what they do is because they don't know how to park, they're embarrassed, so they go and they leave the parking space to somebody else. That's how prideful they are. Mm-hmm. That's how humiliated and stupid they feel. You know, that they say, oh, you know what, I'm not going to park in because everybody's staring at me and they know that I can't park for shit. And I'm a lousy driver. Unable to park a car. Stupid. So what do they come up with? They come up with this sissy way of parking, which puts everybody in danger. Because now they were afraid they were going to run over a biker on the road. Now I'm afraid they're going to run somebody over on the sidewalk. That's where they're aiming their car now. They're going to back up into the sidewalk
Maybe they're trying to cut down the population.
The hell's that all about?
Trying to back that car up.
Yeah.
Auto twerking. But anyway.
I like people that back up and they keep backing up till they hear a horn blow.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I
Like it
can.
turn their neck.
I can park a trail, not a tractor trailer. Those are huge. But I can have a trailer on my van and back them both up quite fine.
That's good to know.
Not a problem. Yeah.
Good to know.
My wife even told our son that I was better parker than her, which took a lot of her to admit that. Well, good for you, Donnie. Just a thing, the people who are behind you driving, they will not want to wait for you to signal and stop, pass the spot, and then put your car in reverse. Exactly.
It's going to slow down traffic
It's
even
going to
more.
slow down like a son of a bitch.
Oh, yes.
Never right move when it comes to parking. You know what we need? We need more. Take some of those disgusting looking buildings that are all gutted out, knock them down, and make parking spaces.
Whitaker says that's because Dolphins might.
Anyway. You know, there's got to be a way to escape all this nonsense.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Way to escape.
Yeah, a way to escape. By the way, that's the name of our daily bread today.
Ba-dum-bum.
A way to escape.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, how can we use that? For August 28, 2013, our daily bread, the title is A Way of Escape, written by Jennifer Benson Schultz. Highway 77, which passes through the Appalachian Mountain in West Virginia, features a series of runaway truck ramps. These semi-paved exits appear in an area of the highway where the altitude drops nearly 1,300 feet over the course of 6 miles. This steep descent, combined with the road's widening path, can create problems for motorists, especially truck drivers. Just as a runaway truck needs an escape route from a highway, we also need a way of escape when out of control desires threaten our spiritual well-being. When we face temptation, God will make a way of escape that we may be able to bear it. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. God enables us to say no to enticement through the power of His Word. Jesus conquered Satan's temptation relating to food, authority, and trust by quoting verses in Deuteronomy, Matthew chapter 4, verse 4 through 10. Scripture helped him resist the devil despite the effects of a 40-day fast in the wilderness. When we are tempted, Derek, we may feel like disaster is just around the bend. Memories of past failure and isolation from others can intensify this feeling. However, we can trust God in the moments of temptation, for He is faithful. He will provide a way for us to resist sin's allure. I need Thee every hour, stay Thou nearby. Temptations lose their power when Thou art nigh. I need Thee, oh, I need Thee, every hour I need Thee. Written by Hawks and Lowry. The best way to escape temptation is to run to God. And the Bible read for today in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, God will make a way of escape that we may be able to bear it. There you have it. I'm getting hungry. Sounds like bacon.
Time for that fat burger.
How? Talk about extreme.
Yes.
We go from God to hell.
Yes.
Go figure.
We will go to hell.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we go. Hawkeye. You having a good time, Hawkeye? Hawkeye's a good guy. I like him. Yeah, he's from New Jersey. From my hood.
Okay. Just want to give a shout out to Adrian Patrick. He's watching the show. He's a classmate of mine from UGA. So how you doing, Adrian? Hope you're doing well. Doing well. Hope the boxing gig is doing making money hand over fist. I've seen the ring girls. They're smoking hot. I will give it to him. I think he's something. He has something to do with boxing promotions. So thanks for watching the show. Spread the word. You know, definitely we're here weekdays from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Read like horrible light road.
Yeah.
Oh really?
By the way, those chupacabras go through you like regular rockets. Maybe that's what it is. That's what the United States is sending. He's sending it to Syria because they're rockets. They cause rectal rockets to explode.
Chupacabras. I thought they spaced.
Pork impregnated bullets be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But aren't the chupacabras, aren't those like space aliens / demons or something like that?
Yeah, good show. What you saw of it, Rocco, if you would have kept your mouth shut, maybe you would have seen a lot of it. I think when you open up your mouth, your eyes close. Because you got to think about what you're going to say. Yeah. Well, I'm saying. All right. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I was just, you know, since today is the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington.
I love this guy. He's giving us all this new news coming in.
Reverend Alveda King says that she marched and went to jail during the Civil Rights Movement, you know, when she was a little kid. And she says that, you know, if her uncle, Reverend Martin Luther King, was still alive, since he opposed the Vietnam War, she says that if he was alive today, he would probably favor negotiations with Syria to avert a possible U.S. attack.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess this is
Alveda? Who's Alveda?
Alveda King. She's the niece of Dr. King.
Wow.
Elvira.
Velveeta.
Yeah.
Velveeta.
Yes.
She's the cheese of the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking
Hamburger and cheese. I'm getting hungry, dude.
I know.
I would love to see Irv do the show live downtown Compton.
Yeah.
Hey, send me some plane tickets. I'll be happy. We need 1, 2, 3.
I'm going.
And
Compton.
yeah,
Compton, motherfucker.
He's like Tim Dog, that rapper. Full Compton.
He said you're going to Compton.
This place is fucking kindergarten compared to Compton.
Oh, really?
It's like
yeah,
Robert.
Soul Train dude. Who's that? Soul Train dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, Chamberlain proved appeasement only encourages aggression. Wow, Vorbabite. You are really out there today.
Well, you know, we've been procrastinating. You know, it's about that time right now, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get it all out of the way. Get the sports out the way and stuff. I got a scoreboard of the last night's games of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
The Washington Nationals defeated Miami Marlins 2-1. They got some good graphics on Yahoo. I like that with the logo of the teams too. Milwaukee Brewers over the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-6. The Yankees over the Toronto Blue Jays 7-1. Detroit Tigers lose to the Oakland A's 6-3. Baltimore Orioles gets spanked by the Boston Red Sox 13-2.
Wow.
Atlanta Braves defeat the Cleveland Indians 2-0. The Mets blank the Phillies 5-0. The LA Angels beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-5. Chicago White Sox barely beat the Houston Astros 4-3. Kansas City Royals over the Minnesota Twins 6-1. Cincinnati Reds lose to the St. Louis Cardinals 6-1. And that was this. What was that? Was one other game that was like over extra innings. I was trying to look it up. Yeah, Arizona Diamondbacks just tear up the San Diego Padres 10-9 in extra innings, go into 10th inning to defeat them.
No, okay.
And other news, of course, you know that the U.S. Open The Tennis Open Championships are still underway. The defending champion, at least in the men's champion, Andy Murray from Britain, he's trying to defend his title since he won last year, and also as well as winning the Wimbledon championships. Oh, come on, man. It's not that freaking boring. Come on. It's not fishing, man. It's freaking tennis. You know.
Oh, yeah, they say Billie Jean's gonna win.
Yeah. He's gonna have.
Another news: Wiener's still in.
Yeah, he has a match tonight. Match today against France's Michael.
Masturbate?
He has a match today.
Oh, it's like he's got a masturbate to him.
No, he has a match today against France's Michael Lodra. Michael Lodra, whoever this guy is. And I talked about Sloane Stephens. She's like the next I guess Serena Williams. So I guess the next Venus Williams is coming underway. She was the 19-year-old that beat Serena Williams in earlier this year.
She can't beat her butt.
In the French Open.
Literally.
Yeah, but guess what? We had another good sports match yesterday. A new up-and-comer in tennis in the U.S. Open. It was a really good story. This young 17-year-old girl. She's the new awesome. She's a new sensation. She's 17 years old. From here, the U.S. Open, American teen upsets former champion.
Wow.
The 17-year-old Victoria Duval shocked the world. She shocked the world when she defeated short for Samantha, I guess, Stosur. She was defeated by the 17-year-old American. Victoria Duval was the story of the day, but it was just incredible, out of this world. 17-year-old, she won. This is her first Grand Slam meeting. Miss Stover was a top 10 player in the U.S. Open. She's quite well. She's originally from America, but she was raised in Haiti by her parents, and it's a great story. She's came from nothing. She was in an earthquake or something, and she almost lost her parents. In this tragic story. It's a really good story. I wish I could.
She's American, right?
Yeah, she's American.
Okay.
She was raised, but her parents are from Haiti, and
So she's a Haitian, young Haitian American.
Yeah, Haitian American.
Was she born here?
She was born here. She was born in America. Her parents are from Haiti. And she, I guess, lived most of her childhood in Haiti, and she just defeated Samantha Stover, who was in the top 20, and she may be the next Venus, since I already have
Venus
Sloane
flytrap.
Yeah, Venus Williams, yes. So we have Sloane Stephens, who's 19, and then you have this young girl, Victoria Duval. She's 17. It'd be one heck of a Cinderella story if she actually does go all the way to win the U.S. Open on the women's side. So that'll be. We'll probably know more about her as the tournament goes on later this week. And aside from Mercer Bears having their debut football game on August 31st, this upcoming Saturday, their first one in 72 years, we already know about that. Of course. That's pretty much all I have for sports. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's
it's 10:49. We got a few more minutes. Why don't we go right into Word Delicious and the other one?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. No problem at all.
Bring it on, baby.
Bring it on. Definitely will bring it on. Here we go. We have a wordsmith of the day. Oh, okay. I'll just go ahead and get into who said this first. This is kind of an interesting one. Touch and go. Who said this first? It says the origin of the touching and going, referred to as, has several claimants. Landlubbers say it refers to the horse and carriage era, when if two carriages brushed against each other, even momentarily, there could be danger. But Admiral Smith's Sailor's Word Book, 1867, published, placed the image firmly at sea, as in rounding a ship very narrowly to escape rocks, or when under sail she rubs against the ground with her keel. In any case, including later frequent use by airplane pilots, the element of accidental danger can be present. but the first prominent use of the term in public does not imply any sense of danger. Its use is strictly metaphorical, in this case meaning to speak briefly on a topic and then quickly moving on. The term occurs in a sermon delivered by Protestant churchman and martyr Hugh Latimer, preaching to King Edward VI in 1549, as the text doth rise. I will touch and go a little in every place, and I will touch all the just said things, but not too much. And
Wow.
that's our touch and go. That's
Touch and go.
who said that first.
Right.
And also for the
Just like
words,
Rocco. He touches that keyboard and then it goes off.
yes. And
Touch
speaking
and
of speaking of fat burgers,
Oh.
that's our word for today in word origins. Hunger.
Hunger.
Hunger. Hunger is a widespread word
Yeah.
in the Germanic languages, shared by German, Swedish, and Danish, as well as English. Dutch spells it hunger with an O instead of a U.
Yeah.
But it is not represented in any other Indo-European languages. Indeed, no related forms have been identified for certain, although Greek Kegan,
Yeah.
Kegkein, be hungry, or the Sanskrit kakat, K-A-K-T, be thirsty.
Caca.
Yeah, kakat, which means be thirsty, are possibilities.
That says shit in Spanish. You
Cacat.
say caca, you're
Yeah.
saying shit.
But it has a T, so it's kakat. I'm
Cacat.
thirsty.
Yeah, all right.
Be thirsty.
I'm thirsty for shit. That's
Well,
what
only
it
if you
is.
have
That's what it
diarrhea.
sounds like. It's just like, that churrasco or chucabara, whatever they call it.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra.
Yeah.
In Spanish, and there is by the way, there's a restaurant called Churrascaca,
Mm-hmm.
right? Churrascaca,
Yes.
which in Spanish, the word churra means diarrhea.
Ugh.
So it's like you go to a restaurant that its first syllable in its name is the word diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
I'm
But they
just
were talking about
wondering.
sending chupacabras to see if that didn't make any sense. Because last time I checked, chupacabra was basically a vampire-like demon or supposedly a space alien that feeds off of farm animals.
No, there's the Churrascaca, which is they have a restaurant where you go in and if you want meat, you have a red and a white, red and a green little piece of wood that's painted half red and half green.
Yeah.
And if you want them to serve you meat, you have to turn it over to the green side.
Okay.
And then they come over and they cut the meat right in your plate, and then they keep walking around. And
Yeah.
then if you want them to stop, you put it on red, and then they'll come by your table.
Okay.
And so those are pretty big in New York.
Okay. But I was just weird because what I think I got it something. I meant chupacabra, in which there's space aliens.
All right.
It's supposed to be. It loosely means goat sucker. In Spanish, like some space alien that feeds off of farm animals or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, whatever.
Supposedly.
Anyway,
But,
so that
not that I've seen one, but I'm just.
well, that's what that means. Anyway, so what else is in the news?
Well, I had a story which basically where it talks about the original paper of the I Have a Dream speech,
Yeah.
where it talks about 50 years ago, George Raveling was a 26-year-old former college basketball star who was not only one of 250,000 people to witness Martin Luther King's historic I Have a Dream speech as a last-minute volunteer, he actually had a coveted spot near the podium. He says, I was to the left of Dr. King, Raveling told Brown during the speech, and he said he was probably 7 or 8 security people away. Just having a front row seat to such a momentous occasion is a memory we're talking about. But George Raveling's story really begins with what happened after the speech. So basically, he basically asked Dr. King, "Can I have a copy of the speech?" And I walked over, and he was just folding the paper that he was actually speaking. And he turned and he handed it to me, and just as he did, a rabbi on the other side came to congratulate him, and it was over, and it just happened that quick. And he said George Raveling was handed one of the greatest speeches in American history by Martin Luther King Jr. himself. And it happened all by chance, a result of a dinner conversation at the home of a friend just a few days before the march. And Raveling recalled, we got down to the monument grounds and we parked and we walking around, said he ran into a gentleman, and asked if we were going to the march. He said yes. He said, would you be interested in volunteering? And he did. And basically after the speech was over, he was given the actual paper of the I Have a Dream speech, and he kept it and he put it in a book, tucked it in an autobiography of Harry Truman, and forgot about it. And then one day in 1984, a local newspaper reporter named Bob Denny interviewed Raveling about the significance of being the first African-American coach in Iowa, and he talked about that and wondered if that had to do with being part of the March on Washington, you know, having that paper, you know, under that, you know, kind of had an effect of, you know, when people shake their hand, you know, that has, you know, like when Bill Clinton shook JFK's hand and like, I want to be president, and he became president, you know, something, you know, making waves, making trends, you know, do you think that's something, you know, I think that may have something to do with that.
I think so too. I think it may have something to do with that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I wish I had the video if it's able to play.
I'm sure the video would have explained it better, right?
The video that I sent you, it said Garden of the History.
Yeah.
Of Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Yeah. The sticker was like, you want me to play that? It ain't no like 3-minute video.
Well, that will probably go work because we only have 3 minutes left in the show anyway.
No, man, it's like, you actually said that
poor Derek. I'm serious.
to play?
What? You think I just
I
sent
love
it to
you,
you
Derek.
just?
7 minutes
Yeah.
and 39 seconds.
Yeah, play a
That's
minute.
why.
Now, wait a
Oh, that's
minute.
why.
Yeah, yeah. You know we got a limit, you know.
All right.
Well.
But
Yeah, you know what? You gotta go and edit it and then cut it up and then try to edit a little piece.
but
Why
anyway,
don't you just put the link out there?
okay, I'll just go ahead and send the link out there.
And
You know,
if they want to watch,
if you want to watch
they
it,
might not want to watch it.
If
They
you
might
want-
rather look at her, pick his nose.
oh heaven forbid.
Thanks.
But still, I'm gonna send the link if you guys want to see the whole kit and caboodle, see the whole speech, the story of it. But as
Yeah.
I said, according to this, I did not even know this until recently. I heard the story yesterday of, a few days ago, actually 2 days ago, that the I have.
You are out of order! You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order! You're out of order! That man! That crazy!
Basically. Ear rape, yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically it was the improvisation of a sermon that Dr. King said many times before, and he just put it into his speech for the moment.
Well, you know,
50
Dr.
years ago.
King's speech, the infamous I Have a Dream speech, was really almost like him taking bits and pieces of things that he had said before and things that he heard from others. And he was able to take that speech, incredible, and bring it all together and make that infamous, incredible speech that, by the way, still really touches you. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you
it
hear
does.
that speech.
Yes.
Every time, it never misses. I could hear that speech 100 times. I always get just as moved and as emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness, how many years later now?
50 years.
50 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you talk about, could you imagine? I would have loved to see Abraham Lincoln give the Gettysburg Address.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
That would have been phenomenal.
Yes, I Have a Dream is definitely up there with the Gettysburg Address, no doubt about it. Up there with FDR's speech. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You know, that's definitely no doubt about it.
Yeah, we're gonna turn them on. We're gonna give you the power. Yeah, I learned from the electric company.
Yes.
Well, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time to get a fat burger. Because there's elements everywhere to tell you, no, you can't eat this. No, you can't eat that. Well, do some push-ups first, and then you eat that fat burger or whatever type of burger you want to eat. Hooah!
And then, wait a minute, throw in that wrestler. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And Harley Race, you are not that man. To walk that out, to wear the 10 pounds of gold around your waist. To be the man, you gotta be the man. It is so hard to be humble when you're looking like Ric Flair. Then ain't your boy. Cause I'm a kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine driving, jet flying son of a gun. Woo!
Al Pacino Flair. Wow.
I know what is the.
That's
I know
better
what
than
is.
twerking, folks. You see what I'm talking about? Am I right? Ed's fainting.
I'm working instead of twerking. See?
Thank you. All right, well, that was good.
Thank you, Coffee Guy.
What a hell of a way to end the show.
Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is.
It's 11:01. You did a fantastic job today, Derek.
Yeah, thank you,
Reading the
Chatbot.
stories, even though some of us weren't paying attention.
Exactly. I want to thank all people, the ones who left earlier today, DS Photo Guy and Saibuki. We also want to thank Ashley34, ATT, I'm So Horny, This Real, Just 131955, Johnny Fever, Lady K1, Mystic Shitter, Nical 3000, Nikki Gambino, Radio, Real Man Pawns, Rocco, Spider and Skulls, Topher, Zappa 1, Coffee Guy, and Vapes versus Cards. Thank you for checking out on this wonderful day, this 50th anniversary of the March on Washington and I Have a Dream speech.
Yes.
Check us out. Tomorrow will be Thirsty Thursday, and hope we see you then. Until next time, on behalf of Irv and Ed, this is DB saying, can you smell what the roast is brewing?
See you tomorrow, guys.
Like
And I'll see you tomorrow, Rocco.
Yes, like a burrito, it's a wrap.
You're the man.
Hooah!